down. Ah, yeah. Good morning coffee. Start the day off right. And a good old little hour or two live stream. Why not? Why not? Last night was so much fun. The late night live streams. Um, and then my wife, we're looking forward to it tonight. Can't wait. Truly. See if we get some people in here hanging out. And yeah, it's Austin. Matty Ice. Thank you for joining. Top of the morning to you, brother. Glad to see you in here. Yeah, I was like, you know what? I see he's up, he's active. I might as well go ahead and go send him a notification. Get him on over here hanging out. He said, you look like you need sleep. I do. I do. My daughter decided to wake me up last night, or keep us up last night until about 3, and then turned around and was just right back up this morning. So, once dad's up. We might get a couple more, a few more people in here today. Smirning. How are the kids? They're good. Jocelyn's the main one that's awake up in there. She's just chilling. We got 3 in the house. Matty Ice making his first time appearance. You guys will get to see him out on the water once we get to going. Yeah, last night, bro, was fun. We had like, I think it was what, at most 12, 13. James just woke up. Good morning. Good morning, brother. James, Matty Ice. Matty Ice meet James. James will be the one that's coming along with us for the trial opener. He was my neighbor until he moved. Um, but we're gonna get him on some trout. Man, it's gonna be our duty. It's gonna be our duty. We got 4 in here. We got 5 in here. Top of the morning, everyone. Hopefully everybody's got their cup of coffee. Hopefully everybody's got their things that they need for the day. I'm done making my breakfast and everything. That's how crazy and chaotic it's been this morning already. But if you're just coming in, double tap the screen. Double tap. Double tap. Waiting to hear her. Yeah, James, that's Matt right there. He'll be the one that is tagging along with us while we're catching fish. Um, I'm super excited for you guys to meet each other. Um, yeah, nonetheless, that's pretty much it, man. Just super stoked for you guys to meet each other and go do some fishing. Anybody that's just chilling and straggling along, hanging out in the live because you're bored, you ain't making yourself notice. We appreciate you for hanging out in here. Be sure to double tap that screen. Let us know where you're from. And if you're interested in fishing content, this is the page for you. That and a great hangout. We just hang out on the days that we're not out fishing. Yeah, Matt, and the cool thing is James has never even caught a trout before, so it's gonna be an exciting moment for sure. Oh man, what an early morning! What an early morning, Matt. As you woke up to children, Matt, as you woke up to children. No, that's what I was saying, James. I was talking about you that you haven't caught a fish or a trout ever, and you haven't fished in a really long time. So it's gonna feel nice to get out there and put you on some fish, man, for sure. Yeah, we had double phones going last night. Michaela had her TikTok stream going last night. Just sitting here. It was pretty fun. Probably gonna do it again later. I just figured do the morning live now, get it out of the way, hang out with some people. I know we'll get some more people as the hours tick away. What's up, everybody? Double tap the screen and join in on a great coffee live. How's it going? Double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap the screen. Got any newcomers? Let us know where you're from. Big loving hearts here, big loving environment. Just love to hang out. We like to chat, have a morning coffee, talk about what we're going to be getting on here soon. April's right around the corner. We're looking forward to it. And Matt, I don't know if you've noticed, but up here, it's flexing. It's flexing. People coming in, people coming out, people coming in, people coming out. Every once in a while, you'll get a couple of them to hang out and watch and chill, and then here in a little, you may see some more people come in, such as people that talk and hang out and stuff. We got a few regulars, a couple blue names. You get to become a blue name by coming in repeated times. And what you get to do is like hang out here, and if we get any trolls, which happens a lot at night, um, being within nature, literally my go-to place to. What's good, little bro? Salty Baller, what's up, man? Nice to meet you, man. Good to see you come in. We're just sitting here chilling, man. Coffee live this morning, meeting new people, great environment. Um, as you can see, I got a YouTube page. It's my fishing content. Um, we just out here just meeting new people, man. Bringing in a good family. That's about it. How about you, Baller? How's your day going? How's your morning going? This early, bright, and sunny morning. But back to what Matt and James was saying. Definitely definitely a stress reliever going out there in the wilderness, catching fish, hanging out with friends. We smoke, obviously. We vibe out. Um, right on, James, for interacting. I appreciate that. And that's what this page is all about, Baller. We just interact, we make friends. Everybody subs to everybody in here. My buddy Crisis Manifesto, he's a busy man. He was in here last night after his live. Quite a few people came over from his live. We got a nice little crowd going all together. And like I said, man, we just spread the love. Spread the love, get all the negative out. It's a great live to just come hang out and chat, man. Matt, you're awesome. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. And usually, Matt, if it wasn't so early, look what I have right here. Okay, I think you know what this is. Usually, we ring that for each like that we get up here. Usually, every like that we get, every double tap that we get on the screen, we'll ring that bell. And sometimes when Alakai comes in here, he's a big attention grabber because when he sat here in my lap the other day and rang the bell, I think we got like 15 likes within the first 5 minutes of being on here. It was pretty awesome. Heck yeah, I still got that, Matt. Come on now. Heck yeah, the bells that made me mad when we were out there fishing. I was like, I'm done with these. I ain't using them no more. Still got it. Still got it. So that's what's up. You know me, bro. I don't let it go none of the tackle. I got the whole tackle box sitting over here next to me, man. Usually what I'll do is if anybody comes in here and requests like a specific bait, like say somebody's like, show off some jerk baits. I'll pull the tackle box out and I'll just start showing off some stuff. But that happened. I think the last time I did that was about a week ago, a week and a half ago. But man, I'm usually doing these lives pretty much frequently now, man. Daily, and why is because we've been building quite a good following over here. Good people to hang out and talk with, and like I said, eventually I want to start doing something similar to like what uh, I ain't trying to steal his ideas and stuff like that, but um, um, big ass rods, you know. I got bait makers that bring me stuff, send me stuff. I wouldn't do no bingo wheel or any of that nature, but I was thinking about getting me a vise. So if you have anybody that may have like a fly tying vise anywhere, something so I could start tying jigs, um, let me know. I could really use it. Really, really could use it. Instead of show off them walleye baits. I got you. Give me a second. But yeah, nonetheless, man. Said I'll talk to my cousin. Yeah, bro. Like I said, I'd like to be able to get one so then I can start doing my lives and I can tie jigs, and then I'll supply you with some jigs, man. Whenever you know, um, I try to offer Dalton the same thing. The old fish focus outdoors. Told him why don't he let me get the vise from him because he's just got one sitting in the basement doing nothing with it, and I'll supply him with a lifetime supply of flies or jigs, whichever he wants or needs, you know. Because I'm serious, I want to start me up a little business. Pennsylvania is huge, full of fish, and I'm sure it's not very hard to start getting rid of some baits. It has extra. Making me flies. Hell yeah. Yeah, I still got the flies you gave me, dude. I still got them all over here. Put them all to the put them all to the max. But you know us, man. We're like I was telling who was it the other night? I think it was Corn Huskers. It's another good follower in here. Um, it's like, be honest, do you use a lot of them baits in the tackle box? And I was like, honestly, no. That's why they sit there in the tackle box. Every once in a while, one or two of them will come out and go in my little mini box to go with me out to the lake or whatever. But like I told him, I try not to take the whole tackle box because then you're tempted to cast everything, and then you mess around and lose some stuff. Mr. Salty Baller, my own bait shop. Um, I mean, it would be kind of tacky, but maybe like Ray's bait and tackle. But uh, to start out with like jigs or something, um, maybe like Ray's hand tied jigs. Something simple, something simple, not nothing too out of the way. Give me some small packs made up with some stickers to throw on the packs, and yeah, like the first few wouldn't even be really trying to sell. Um, I would say the first, I guess, 100 jigs or so that I'd do, maybe even 50. I guess I would give them out, let people have them to try them out, give them out off the channel, send them to people, see if they can get some videos made with them to catch any fish. Um, and that'll let me know what to tie and what to not, and people can shoot me ideas, etc. But Salty Baller, if I had my own bait shop, RayRay's Bait and Tackle would probably be what it would be called. But that takes a lot, man, and I used to actually work at a bait shop. Cheers to partakers. Cheers. Mhm. fast. James said, I sure do miss my fishing collection of fishing tackle I had. I had a lot. I had it all. The rods, floats, tackle boxes, etc. Actually, not a bad idea. Feeling a bit hungover, and that can come. Yeah, Baller, I try to stay away from liquor, and I have nothing against nothing that anybody does. I drink occasionally myself. It's just man, that feeling you get whenever after you wake up that next morning, it it really hits you like a ton of bricks, especially as you get older. Like, I tried drinking. I think it was 2, maybe 3 months ago, and I took maybe 3 shots, and it was just all pain in the gut. And then it went away obviously because I hadn't drinking forever. Um, I had that tight feeling in the gut, hurt most of the night, and then the next morning I just woke up and felt like a ton of bricks hit me. Yeah, Matt, your niece this morning terrorizing me. We have no Tylenol, and what it is, it's her teeth coming in. She got her back. Oh, she's coming in. All right, Matt, not a problem, Bubba. Thank you for at least dropping in. But James, man, I'm excited for you to meet Matt. I'm excited for us to get out on the water together, dude. We got 15 days and counting. Um, I've been keeping up with the weather. April 1st and 2nd is looking mid 60s, but it's going to be wet. So we got 2 more days from now to figure out exactly what the weather is going to look like on April 4th, or some odd what it's going to look like. And I'll be able to update you and keep you posted on whether it's going to be a wet, rainy trout opener, um, or how it's going to go. I know for opener, wet, rain, sleet, shit, or shine, usually we always go. Um, I don't think there's been a year that it stopped us, the rain or whatever. Um, I'm back. I had to run to the bathroom. You're good, brother. We got one more like in here from somebody. I appreciate whoever that is, and whoever it is in here hanging back out with us. Um, but yeah, first day, depending on the weather, all depends on how many people goes as well. So, and what that means is I told the wife that if it rains on trout opener, it'll probably just be me and you, and we'll probably go pick up Matt, and we'll hit the lake. Uh, and I haven't really, touched base with Matt too much on whether I'm going to be actually picking him up that morning or if his mom and him are going to meet us up there early in the morning at the lake. Um, but Matt, you already know, I'll probably be one of the first ones at the gate trying to get in there so we have our spot as usual. Oh, there's a duck in here. Okay. Well, Matt, hear me out. If we have a carload, such as if it's a nice day on April 4th and Michaela, the kids, and James comes, uh, I'll probably have Michaela sit in the back with the kiddos. Um, James is sitting in the passenger seat, and you may be riding in the very back. But we will smash her down and pack, bud. I promise you that damn much. We'll have a hell of a day out fishing, too. But if it ends up raining and it's not the best of weather, I don't plan on taking her and the kids out because I know how that could be. Uh, and then if that happens, then I'll be picking James up early in the morning, swooping by, picking you up, and we'll be hitting the lake. Fucking bright eye and bushy tail too, son. 5 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna be up and moving. He said if I have to, I'll ride on your roof of your car. James, you won't have to do that, man. You won't have to do that. Matt's the same way too, though. That's why I say you guys are gonna get along just fine, man. I really am excited for you two to meet each other. And why is because you guys are kind of probably a little bit closer in the age group, a little bit closer, you know. Um, and Matt, he has his own issues. James is deaf. He's been deaf the majority of his life. He can hear you. He can read your lips pretty well. Um, and yeah, you know, you got your problems throughout life as well. And he moved up here from Kentucky, and you know he doesn't have anybody here, so I felt it was in my nature, um, because of where my family's from, being from Kentucky. I felt it was only right to be friends with the guy and help him when he needs it, and you know, whenever I do the good deeds of helping him out when I can, he helps me out, and he's a swell guy all the way around, man. He really is. We got a third person in here, but I don't know who it should be. I don't know who it would be. Oh wait, no, I think it's where'd it go? Where'd it go? It's salty baller, right? Yeah, salty baller in here hanging out, man. I appreciate you, dude. Be sure to like and sub. I know you probably already like, but if you ain't sub, check out the page, man. We got some really good fishing videos, and featuring this guy right here. In my first few videos, he's been in quite a few of them, catching some massive carp. He's a really good carp fisherman. Um, Usually, he attacks those guys right around the time of trout season because they're fired up and hitting just about any food that they like in the water. So, hey, everyone needs help in the world and kindness. Facts, Matt. Facts. Yeah, man. And you know something, man? That's why I was like, I really want to get you in here. Because when you meet Crisis, my buddy Crisis Manifesto, you're going to really like him, man. I really think you will. His lives, he just tells everybody, like, no spam in the chat, no politics, and um, be sure to like the stream and subscribe. And if not, you're a freaking scumbag. Like he's freaking. I love it, man. And he made me a mod, which is a blue name. Um, which Matt, since you know you're fresh legged in here, I'm about to make you one actually, if you're down. Anybody that comes in here that's like talking about freaking, you're a managing moderator. So, what it is now when you comment, your name will pop up blue, and see, and now if anybody comes in here with spam, trolling, calling me names, anything out the way, all you got to do is click on their name now, and you can take and remove them. You can put them in a timeout, or if you take and click on names like James right here, you can go over to his page and you can subscribe now. But you can only do that when you're a mom, which I think is pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. Giving people an opportunity to do something in a live stream. That's kind of how I've gotten my name a little bit out there. I've been hanging out in people's lives, becoming mods, and just hanging out in good groups of people, man. We got 5 in the chat. Double tap the screen. Double tap that screen for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. Fishing content page over here, man. And just talking with some homies this morning, having a cup of coffee, and inching forward towards the water, literally inching. Do I need to get a permit to fish there? James, you need to get a license and a permit. So when you get your check this month, what I planned on doing, I'm going to get all of our bills and stuff paid up, Kelly's supposed to send us some money this week so we can pay Cash App back what we owe it. And then I'll be able to take another advance for next month. Um, once we pay all the bills and stuff. And then, I mean, you do need a trout permit. You need a regular fishing license and a trout permit to fish anywhere here in Pennsylvania. Don't mind that, no, sir. Damn phone twigs. Yeah, you definitely need a fishing license. You definitely need a trout permit. And what we'll do is depending on your budget or whatnot, and what you got to spend for fishing gear and stuff, you ain't got to go all crazy. If I have to, I'll let you use one of my rods. I have like maybe 10 other rods in my uh, stuff in my storage unit. Um, Hell, I may even take a fly rod or something. Get out there with a fly rod and have a spinning rod next to it. Just all depends, and give you one. Um, but our main focus is going to be your fishing license, some bait, because that's for sure something we're going to need. And I'll take care of the rest, man. I got tackle, I got floats, I got hooks, I got plastics if we want to run plastics. Um, but normally, Matt knows our go-to bait: blind, straight, lock, and shared. There's another great one right there. Um, Matty Ice, blind, straight, great guy. Came over from Catfish Terry Jiggs' page. Blind's got him a roof to do this morning, if I'm not mistaken. That's what he was saying last night. Blind, my daughter got me up this morning crying, screaming. So here we are, man. Just a few hours later. Gotta love parenting. I got the roof. Yes, sir. You be careful up there on that, man. The roofs can be wild. That's for sure. I remember one time I was on a roof. It was like that, and when I went to go step backwards, which I learned the hard way, don't step backwards on a roof ever. I don't care if you're going up it, don't step backwards. Um, yeah, I slid all the way down that damn thing and was hanging by my belt buckle or by the back of my belt on the gutter. And got lucky that day. My light ass would have been maybe 50 pounds more. I'd have probably went swaying straight to the ground, landing on my neck. So I'm gonna wake and bake. Well, you know what, everybody? I think you know what time it is. We're gonna go ahead and cheers the old blind straight here. Cheers, blind. I got the old Benjamin Franklin, as I like to call her. Okay, so you're not up too high today. We get higher each day, blind straight. No. We get higher each day, blind. Matt, you're awesome. Matt, everybody, everybody, this is Matty Ice Adventures, man. I need that man to get that profile picture in there so it ain't just a purple M. However, he's going to get his content up and rolling this season. And we're looking forward to it. If you guys wouldn't mind, when you get a chance, write that name down: Matty Ice Adventures. There's going to be lots of stuff over there, I'm sure, this year. Even if it's just short videos of him catching fish with some music in the background. Um, that sounds like Matt himself. So there's another blue name, Matt. Another great, wonderful person. Kind of one of our number ones in here, Miss Tina. Good morning, Tina. After you got off last night, the live kind of popped off for a while. We got up to almost 200 views last night on the live, and yeah, we got for once talking about him. I've talked to him or talked to you guys about him quite a few times that I've been on live. So about time for a nice warm refill. I'm about to get me some mud. Are you at, where you at? You like a Home Depot? You doing it all blind? What all do you do? You just do like in home construction and out home construction. You know, you just do it all better. A follower special it is. I appreciate y'all. Seriously. But yeah, Tina, the little girl went to bed last night. My daughter at like 2:30. Um, she's been teething really bad. Like all of her back teeth are coming in up top and bottom. So she's like grinding her teeth a lot. Um, and we give her Tylenol, but we're right now completely out. So last night she didn't go to bed till late, and then she woke up literally. What time is it right now? Yeah, she woke up at 6:30. So she let Dad get about 3 hours of sleep. Picture is showing up now, Matt. Beautiful. Roofing probably can't be fun. No, Tina, it's not. It's scary. Roofing is very scary. Yeah, I had just told a roof story. I tried walking down backwards one time on a pretty steep roof, and I slid backwards and fell, and it caught me as I was falling off the roof. The gutter caught my belt and my pants, and like I told them, if I probably weighed about 60, maybe 50 pounds more, I'd have smacked my neck on the concrete. And I'd probably be pretty messed up. Okay, okay. Back. Talk to everybody. Almost lost everybody. Jesus. My oldest brother was a roofer. He slipped and fell off the roof about 60 feet and shattered his arm and foot. They had to use titanium rods. Damn, damn, James. But no, before my internet just was like connecting. Um, we all clear here, everybody. We're clear, good. Damn, James. Hope he's good now. When I was 26, I had fun, but at 58, not so much if ever. Well, blind, I told you. Hey, Matt. Hey, James. You see that man right there? Listen, blind. Both of these guys right here. Matt, he's a paraplegic. That's what it's called, right? He's got one leg gone. But my man gets around like a soldier. Okay. Rides a bike every nook and cranny of Pennsylvania, and he can fish any water, and he can tell you just about anywhere and everywhere here. James moved here not too long ago, and he's actually deaf and has been deaf all his life. And like I said, some of my friends, man, and a lot of the people I hang out with, um, I, I think it's just God leading me to them. Um, Everybody has their own issues in their own ways. My kids even have medical problems. Um, so at the end of the day, it's like we try to grab this big group together, and whenever you get over here blind, these guys right here will support you being 58 to 60 years old and coming out here and having a great time catching some fish. I look forward to that, honestly. Crisis wants to come out here too. He says he wants to come out here and he wants me to put him on some fish and stuff. And he's like, we're gonna do some other stuff too, though. We're gonna work out. And I'm like, man, I ain't worked out in years, man. I'm not even going to be close to 30 garage roof. Oh, okay. So you're pretty low, pretty low for today, anyway. faster so we can fish on. I know, man. I know, and that's why I'm doing this. Because I had a couple people come in last night and was like, "Why are you promoting your fishing page if you're not fishing?" And sometimes I think you just gotta roll with the punches. You gotta roll with just whatever you can get. We even got Michaela doing hers. I was like, I need 4,000 hours to get monetized. So if you ever check out other lives on here, what that means is if you scroll, you'll see other people. They have these like little gift boxes and a money sign down here. And what that is that you can start sending money or whatever via whatever you have card linked to YouTube. And I can't do that until I get 4,000 monetized hours. So, and that's watch hours from you guys coming in here on the lives, hanging out. Right now, everybody's in here for about 30 minutes. And as long as we're all in here for another 30, you guys will give me all an extra hour towards that. Um, so that's why I do it. Get as many watch hours as possible, hang out with some good people, meet as many good people. Um, so that way they kind of understand what's going on whenever I get out there on April 4th. The ones that do know, such as the blue names, and they can relay to the others that the new people coming in when they go to click on my stuff, because I'm gonna be real, I feel like that's when a lot of people are gonna start coming in and just clicking and talking and I'm not there to really say anything. So it'll be some of the blue names' jobs to be like, oh, he's a fisherman. Um, be sure to like and subscribe, stuff like that. But my wife is going to be reading those comments. So, and I'm going to have an earbud this year. So that way I'm going to be near the water. And when I talk, you guys can still hear me clear as day. He said, I'll stay on all day till 1. Oh, man. Hey, a garage is something, man. You're getting off the ground and you're 60 years old and you're getting up there and getting her done. I don't think I know very many 58, 60-year-olds that are climbing roofs and ripping shingle and replacing it. I'm sure Matt knows all about the roofs, man. The garage is 22. 1 equals 2 square. And somebody else in here to just double tap that screen. I appreciate you. Thanks for joining the early morning coffee live. Talking here on RayRay Outdoors YouTube channel. And we ain't doing much, man. Just vibing, hanging around, meeting new people, chatting it up. Duda, RayRay. What up, Duda? How's your morning going, man? How's Callie out there? I know you're probably up early. Early. Yeah, Matt, man, we got quite a good viewing, man. We got people from California, we got people from Canada, a couple people from Japan. Um, really wide viewing, really wide viewing. Hey everybody, this is the #1 guy I've been talking about so highly of, Matty Ice Adventures. He's like my right hand man. He does all the fishing. Can I reply to him real quick? Come join. Join live. I'm live now. Matt, I'm trying to get Justin to come in here. He came in and hung out last night in the live with us for a little while. Nope, I am here. Matt's in here too. So we got both of the real friends that are here with me in this state. I appreciate y'all. Duda, look at that, man. W's in the chat for Duda. Just sub to Matty Ice. Greatly appreciate that. Yeah, Matt, Duda's in Cali. Dudon Matty is here in Pennsylvania with me. We do a lot of trout fishing together. He's actually featured in a lot of my videos. I just I just wake up now to go take morning dookie and joke. I think that's a lot of people's routine in the morning. Get up, go to the toilet. Hold up, we missed blind. I got to get cigarettes, weed, and some monsters, and rent. Yeah, you can't forget that last one. You can't forget the last one. That see, here's the thing. We were talking about it. I think. Yeah, I think it was in Catfish Live about the cigarettes. You know, it's crazy. I got on and I told Catfish, I'll be back. I gotta go to the store. And Catfish was like, Ray Ray, Ray, if you're going to get cigarettes, don't go get them. And then it was so funny because I left my phone in here sitting on the table, and I was about to walk out the door when I heard it. And I turned around and I was like, I know I didn't just hear what I think I heard. And then he repeated it again, and it was like, Ray, if you heard me before you left, don't go get them cigarettes. You don't need them. And then I commented again, and I was like, I gotta go get my soda and cigarettes. Coffee only goes so far. Make it strong, man. I've taken 3.5 big scoops for 3 cups of coffee. And talk about having a caffeine patch. Matt, bro, we got to get your page going, man. You know, I want to get your page going, just like I want to get mine going, man. And the only way to do that is push our algorithm and get these lovely people in here to hang out and come check out your content. Hey James, you go do that, man. You go do that. You just come back anytime, man. You come back anytime. We'll be here. We ain't going nowhere, man. We're just a message away. You have a great day if we don't see you. And thanks for joining in on the live this morning. I'm gonna go without cigarettes till I'm dead in the graveyard. Hey, my grandma, she's the same way, man. She won't give up her cigarettes, man. Catfish is just trying to give you good advice. Oh, I know. I want to quit smoking, Tina. He's absolutely correct, and that's why I was like, I've kind of like done really good. Matt may even be able to vouch for me. Cigarettes used to be really bad for me. I used to smoke maybe a pack, 2 packs a day, um, and now I've got myself down to a quarter a pack. This pack right here, I got I think 2 days ago, day and a half ago, and now I'm on my last cigarette. So I can say I've flipped a whole new script. That, and I used to smoke about an ounce of flower, which is cannabis or whatever. I used to smoke just about a half ounce to an ounce of that a day, which is 14 to 20 blunts. So I used to be, before I had these two in here and was committed married, um, I was a heavy smoker. All I did 24/7, needed something in my mouth to smoke. Um, and I think fishing and just children and just changes in life is what kind of indulged me to slow down. And like I said, I want to quit. Catfish is pure motivation to me. Yeah, no, Tina, you told me you saved. I think you said in the live after we talked about that about how you saved $300 or something like that a month on not spending money on cigarettes, which everybody clap for Tina because I give it to her. It ain't easy to quit. I don't know how you did it, girl. Dude, I said shit. I break it down while I'm rolling up. And dude, I used to be the same way all day, every day. And you're out there in that Cali life. Yeah, I know. 300 a month. Yeah, Tina, that's a good amount of money to put back in your pocket or put towards other things. And here recently, I've been looking at it that way, and that's why I've kind of committed to the whole no more than 2 packs a week. Um, and also, it's because we got to stretch our dollar. We got babies, so it's like I got to think about diapers and wipes and stuff like that before I think about any kind of habit for myself. Blind Straight said, "I'm a real man." You are a real man, Blind. It goes to other things. LOL. Well, I mean, that's the thing, as long as you're saving money and it's going to something that's going to make you happy, like, because I ain't gonna lie, most of the money that I would probably save from smoking, it's going to go to one or two places. It's going to go to my kids and something that they want to make them happy, or it's going to go into my page, or of course my wife. Um, I have three choices I got to work with, but nonetheless, as long as they're happy, I can try to make myself happy. He said more money for fishing gear. Facts. Facts, dude. I mean, bro, I got a tackle box over here that's got so many baits in it from this guy right here, Matty Ice Adventures. Um, he had a real bad issue. He has the issue with as soon as he sees tackle, he must buy it. I don't know why, but that's the Matty Ice Adventures way. You see some tackle at the yard sale, snatch, and then a few weeks goes by and he's needing some cash. And like I told him, you bring that stuff to me. You bring it to me, and why? Is because we go fishing together a lot, and it's like if you sell it to me and I buy it from you, all that tackle I will forever have, and will always be able to use it to be at your access. And he was like, you know what? That's a good idea. Hey, that was a hard time in life, Bubba. We all have hard times. I've had hard times. I just had a hard time. I think about a week ago or 2 weeks ago. My bad. When the vehicle took a poop, we couldn't go nowhere, and I was walking in the foot of snow, foot and a half of snow that we had just on the ground, and then our food stamps cut off, and then we were sitting here for about a week and a half with no food. It was a lot of stuff, and why? Is because we deal with a lot. We deal with a lot to keep up with renewals and all that extra stuff. So, but we're getting it all under control. Got everything it lined up perfectly, and now it's only get fishing license, get get everything taken care of this month, so we can get on to the road to do some fishing. Dude, I said I feel your pain. You gotta do what you gotta do, dude, to get by, to live. And I mean, I look at it like this: either way, it's a blessing to wake up, to think like I'm thinking right now, to be able to do this and process everything and stay focused. That's a blessing, man. That's God's work. Um, and I'm blessed. Some days I wake up and I'm like, man, I hate this. This shit sucks because I got kids screaming in my face at 6 in the morning. But there's other days like today where I woke up, made my coffee, and while my daughter was screaming in my face, I just smiled at her and I told her I loved her, and I hold her and just rock her. And honestly, what it was, she was very hot this morning. She woke up sweating. So Dad opened the front door and let a cool breeze through and held her and rocked her. That's kind of all it took. Life is a destination of reality. Damn, Skippy. Damn it. Wait, what'd you say, Matt? Let me go. Say something. Hey, that wasn't. Damn it. Bro, you're not gonna make it in Cali with no hustle. Oh, man, dude, that's all I did back in the day was hustle, bro. I dropped all that, though. I used to, I used to have people that came out there to Cali uh, to pretty much grab products and take it back to Indiana, and I used to flip it. That was my life for probably 6 years back in the day. But I turned a new leaf, and what I want to do now, since I'm such into the fishing and I'm always at home and there's not much to do other than be on live with you guys, I'm gonna get me a vise. I'm sure you're familiar with what that is. One where I can just clip it down right here on the counter, or in there on the kitchen counter, or outside on the wooden porch, and I could set my phone up and do tying jigs with you guys live. And once I get good enough, I could start trying to make a market for them. Obviously, not right out the gate. Um, we talked a little bit about it earlier, but uh, yeah, man, I'd really like to start doing that out here in PA, because we got a big fishery out here, and there's some bait makers out here, but it's mainly flies. It's not jigs. And I'd like to make some worm jigs and stuff for people out here, because that's what these trout love out here, some worm. They love them some worm. Keep up the great blessed day. Spent every chance you got with them. Life short. Oh, I know, Bubba. You talking about the kiddos? Yeah, man. It's a blessing just being here each day, y'all. Just waking up this morning after a short night of sleep like I did. It's a blessing. Yeah. Replying to Duda. What did Duda say? Let's go see what Duda said. I feel your pain. I got seven biological kids, one step, and four granddaughters, bro. Holy crap, dude. Oh, you've been busy. You've been busy bee. I got four kids, and I'm only 29, so two of them in there, one with her as well that got adopted by her aunt. At the time, we didn't know that I was the father. And then my first son that lives in my home state of Indianapolis, Indiana, with his mom. He's a junior. He has my full entire name. Um, Went through some tough times with her. It was not. It was not the funnest of adventures, I would say. Busy, 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 Tina. It was busy, busy. Matt said, "I got a couple godchildren for me." Your Uncle Matt, that is daggum for sure over here. The old Uncle Matt, man. Old Uncle Matt. All right, you guys hang tight. It's time to refill this coffee cup. But hey, what's everybody having for breakfast? Everybody, everybody drop what they're having for breakfast down here. I diced me some potatoes, lemon pepper, some garlic powder, smothered them in butter, threw them in a little toaster oven, let them get real crispy on the outside, crunchy, but still soft on the end, with some ketchup. Matt said blunt. Jesus. Oh, fresh cup of Joe. Oh, fresh cup of Joe. Ooh. So on the old mountain reserved house that I used to live at, I was walking and strolling through the woods looking for mushrooms. And I was like, man, this sucks because I wasn't finding shit. We're on a mountain, so it was kind of tough to find mushrooms up there, especially during the time I was searching. So I was kind of looking for like oyster mushrooms, stuff like that. We're at higher elevation where there's a lot of fog, a lot of dead trees, stuff like that. Even looking up in trees because oyster mushrooms like to grow up. Dab so far. Chad's in the house. Right on, Chad. Have a great day, Doodah. You out, Doodah? Have a great day. But yeah, no, I found this cup, man. Strolling looking for mushrooms with my brother. This thing was submerged in mud. Probably, I don't know, about 40, 50 yards from the house. So I don't know, maybe somebody was outside having a cup of coffee, had an argument, and just tossed this fucking thing. But it was submerged. It was underground, pretty much. Only thing I saw was the shark. And I dug it up, washed it very, very good. And I've had it since. It's been a piece of me, a think it's pretty cool finding something like that out on that property, not knowing what happened in the moment, where it came from, what the story is behind it. It's a New Jersey cup that comes from New Jersey. So I thought that was pretty cool. We are waiting for new coffee pot to be delivered. Ours was tasting scorched. You know what? A lot of them happen. I don't know if it's like because of the little. You talking like a little cheaper one? You know, little bitty coffee pot. Because mine's been getting that way. It's like I gotta add more sugar, less coffee, so it don't taste so scorched. Is that right? No. That'd be pretty cool, man. I was thinking about doing that. Getting some people to send over some stuff and do giveaways, and maybe even do like a something similar to like what Big S Rods does with the bingo thing and everything. But I don't know how YouTube reacts to all of that. One, um, and two, I just ain't trying to take his idea. That was all his doing. Great idea. Where everybody comes in, and when you come in, you get a number. Your number goes in the bingo bowl, and then if somebody gives me jigs or something like that, we do giveaways, and then if your number's called, that's the person that gets the jigs or whatever. Big S Rods, though, he does custom rods. Very good, very well, beautiful rods. Um, it can be a little pricey, but I think any custom rod is not gonna, be the cheapest. But the man that is like an artist when it comes to the fishing rods. So, Chad, Tina, all you fishing anglers in here, um, if you guys are interested in any of that stuff, let me know. I actually got one of his cup koozies right over here. Here's one of his cup koozies in my bag. I always keep one or two of them in the bag because usually I got cans of soda, and I like to take pictures and post it on Facebook and tag him in it. He sent me this, some jigs from Pandemic Plastics. Um, I want a few things from him, man. A couple bracelets. Shipping is a killer. Yeah, I know. Giveaways gets more views. Oh, I know, Tina. Yeah, Catfish. Matt Catfish does giveaways. He actually gave me some jigs I have over here. Here, I'll show them off. I don't think I've showed them to you. We're going to have to get you following Catfish Terry, Matt, because he needs some love over there. One, and two, he needs some support for these because he does a hell of a job. In my opinion, for an old school, and he clearly is catching. He catches fish on them by himself. He goes out on pontoon into the dock. I lost mine. You lost your what? Your cup koozie? You lost your cup koozie? I got another one for you. I got like 3 of them. But that's because you know me, man. I save everything. When it comes to fishing, man, my grandpa taught me don't get rid of your stuff. Don't. You stack it and you stack it and you stack it until you got fucking 1,000 fishing rods. And if you ain't using them all, oh well. Anyway, first Catfish Terry jig here. We're gonna show it off. Brian Campbell over here. Chad catches fish on Terry's jigs too. Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to put these to the test. Now this guy, he looks more like for a crappie. Wouldn't you say, Matt? This right here looks more for a crappie. Now this guy, this is gonna probably be the one. I'm probably gonna trim off a little bit of this hackle up top of the hook right there, and I'll tip this. I'll tip this right here. Black jig head in the creek somewhere with a piece of worm, and I know for sure a trout's going to destroy it. I know it. And then this one is one of my favorites. We're going to have to get some customs made one day from him. bluegill, crappie. Yeah, those two for sure. Or the smaller one right there, though, I feel like this one right here is in a creek under a float. Tip it with a half a red worm. I feel like it's going to do some damage. Um, but look at this. Okay, chartreuse head. I talked to catfish. We're going to try and get some. You see these wiggly tail things right here, dude? Something like that with like a pink or red tail right there and a gold tip. That's what we're going to work on in the future and try to see if we can get him to make us some of those custom. Um, because I feel like them in particular are going to be the ones that's just absolutely slay. He said that one I wouldn't touch. Yeah, this one right here, bro. You think try to get on that? I do. I really do. I really think they'd get on it if it was a red or pink. I was even thinking about maybe taking a red permanent marker and that little white tail hit just not the whole thing, just the tip of it, and do it red. I don't know. I try, but I don't want to do that because I want to respect Terry's jig, and I want to be able to try and catch the trout just the way they are, you know. But these are just three that I have now. I actually have more on the way from Terry. I think he said like 6 or 7 more jigs. And those are from me sending him donations on here. He went ahead and sent me some with the painting. I know I've showed you. You've seen the fish of the giant trout that I've caught in the past, where I was holding it out with 2 hands like this. I sent that photo over to Carver Family, which is Catfish's Terry's son, and he did me up an art piece. He painted that picture on a piece of paper, um, hand painted, and it's beautiful. I love it. He has some with red tips, does he, Chad? With a tail like that? See, I'm thinking red tail. You see what I'm saying? Red tail, black hackle, black string with a gold tip head. And I think those are just going to absolutely put the pounding on any kind of trout out here. I'd go pink. Yeah, or pink. I'd like some pink, a mix. I'd like a mix of some like dark red and some pink. And why is because the difference is you're going to want to use the red during like a sunny day that it ain't rained or anything. But during a rainy day, when worms are emerging and all those regular pink worms are out on the ground, that's when you want to use the pink ones. Bleeding Chad. Chad, I got something to show you. You mentioned the bait that I got, I'm going to show it. Why not? It's by a bait maker, an older bait maker. I'll show his logo off real quick. You guys go check him out if you're on Facebook. I think you said you've heard of him before. The old Rippin' Lip Lures over on Facebook. The man's a legend. One time I hit him up. I was like, hey man, would you mind sending me some baits? I'd like to make a video for you. And he was like, what kind of fish you usually catch? And I said, honestly, there's a little bit of everything here in Pennsylvania. And I see you make bass baits and I could really use some. And he was like, you know what? What's your address? And he sent me a good little care package, and I filled this entire little box up. I still got it. It's in my car. Of just like Cincos and twirly tails and really longer baits and stuff. And I think it was just a bunch of his older lures that he just threw like together and was like, here, see what you can do with it. And I started catching fish, and I made a video for him. It was a bass fishing video. And after I did that for him, and he posted it quite a few times on YouTube and Facebook, or not YouTube, but Facebook and stuff. He was like, man, look, what's your address? Have you moved or anything? I'm about to send you another care package. And he sent me a bunch. And I'm supposed to be getting some more stuff from Kiefer Tackle. Still got Kiefer Tackle in here as well. You mentioned Bleeding Shad. These right here are me and Matty Ice's one of our go-tos. for bass right here. These guys right here. Matt said, I think I smoked too much. Very possible, brother. Very possible. You know that ain't possible. Come on, Matt. And then I've mentioned it a couple times. I want to take this right here and I want to get it fixed. It's a matter of coming up with funds, honestly. And it's a giant swim bait. It's a rat bait. Needs a tail, needs a new eye. And I want to send this over to Carver family, the one that's sending me my painting. And I want him to paint it up. I want him to do it however little design he wants. Whether it's Halloween or evil or just blood, or however he wants to do it. Make it look awesome. And then hand it out off Catfish Terry's Live as a giveaway. I think it'd be pretty cool. A wall hanger. Yeah, man. I think this is going to be one of the first giveaways from RayRay Outdoors channel. You know, unless somebody donates baits and stuff like that. And Matt, you've done enough clearly. But you know, I'm always open to taking more. The box is not empty. That's for sure. Got a good arsenal in there for striper, largemouth. I got a few baits in this box over here that I took out of here to give a whirl this year in the bass ponds. I really want to get on some bass this year, Matt. I know we put some in there last year. We don't know how good it done over the winter. You know, the hard freeze. But I think we put in last year, what, about 12 bass? Maybe a little bit more than that. Yes, you still have the purplish jerkbait. Look, this one, the plopper on the top popper, with the little diamonds on it or whatever. Yeah, bro, this one ain't going nowhere. I wouldn't throw this, honestly, because somebody made this. I don't know who. I don't know where. But it has some probably sentimental value, and I think one day this will probably make it on a wall. This one will for sure. It looks nice. It's pretty freaking awesome. Looks like a kid made it. Yeah, bro. You know me. It's hard for me to let go of baits, man. I don't like letting go of baits. Little jig head right there, bro. That's a big jig head. 5-weight. Y'all ever seen a spinner like this? Check this out. This right here is probably for tiger muskie, pike, maybe even a walleye. I'd definitely say some walleye with that braided stuff in the back like that. Brother, they're in great hands. It's like I'm all state. I'm all state. You're in good hands. Good old state. You know that, brother. And like I've always told you, this stuff is always open to sitting and fishing with. Now, check that thing right there. You know, I really want to go to the river. Chuck E. Cheese tokens. That's what it looks like, don't it, Chad? Looks like some freaking Chuck E. Cheese tokens, man. Looks like you just win a prize. Cast it and win a prize. I want to say this is a bait fish of some sort, but I need to get to a river. I need to get me a bigger rod. I say a 10-foot rod with some braid. Not really thick braid, but and take some of these baits like that and just go to a river, find some spill offs like where there's like a lot of running water, and go find some striper. Go find some striper. Go find some walleye, and go have fun. You know, don't get me wrong. I love my trout fishing. I'm looking forward to it more than anything because we ain't been able to do much of fishing here lately. But I want to put some of these to the test one day, man. You know, just have them sitting in the tackle box. It can get kind of like, why are they in? Hey, Catfish Terry, he's over there streaming. You guys be sure to go over there, Chad, Tina. Thank you guys for jumping in here today, this morning. I'll probably hang out in here for a little bit longer, see if we can get a couple more people, because I know some people are just now waking up. Said I'll take to some walleye and muskie. Yeah, bro, I'm ready. I'm locked and loaded. I got my gear up here all set. I've been cleaning out everything. My tackle box. Check it. I'll show you how clean the tackle box looks right now. This is what I got it going and looking like right now. Got all my arsenal cleaned up. I plan on bringing this so when we hit the ponds, I'd really like to hit the ponds with this. I think this is gonna... Gotta head to the doctor. Is that where you're going, Tina? You going to the doctor? Be sure to go stop in Catfish's live before you do, though. Tell him you love him. Hopefully he feels better, and hopefully you have a good day at the doctor, Tina. But yeah, this little bait right here, Matt, on one of my short videos, I was opening it and unboxing it and putting it in here. It got me 1,500 views, man. 1,500 views on one video. Somebody told me to use this right here for trout as well. Now you guys probably like, oh my god, the toilet. Cigarette butts. Cigarette butts. Guys, cigarette butts. But no, man. Got the tackle box arsenal cleaned out, ready to go, ready to hit the water. Super excited. Super. I'm ready to try this though. I don't know what has me so hell-bent and driven on this. I don't know if you've tried this. Did you try this at all, Matt? Looks like a frog. Got a plop on the back, and it sits on the top of the water. So it's literally one of plop, 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 plop. And I think doing this when them frogs come out and start croaking, and it rattles, I think the bass are gonna blow up on it. He said I had trout chasing it. You probably tried it up there at Mammoth, didn't you? Surprised the bass didn't blow up on that. There's not many. I don't see very many frogs up there at Mammoth, though. I can't lie. No, I still got the old classic Mutsy bait sticker, and can't let that sticker go, man. They birthed me to this industry of fishing pages and everything else. They really did. No, down in Connellsville. Oh, okay. What did I do with that? There it is. Yeah, man. You know, and like you just noticed, some people will have to jump in and out. They got things to do throughout the day. And not only that, you know, Catfish Terry did just go live. However, I was gonna go ahead and end my live and go over there and hang out, but I'd much rather stay here and do my stream, man. I really do. I gotta get my hours in. They're already monetized, and I just figured, why not just keep at it? J-Man, what's up? How you doing, bro? How's your day going? How is your day going, J-Man? How's that mask coming together, man? I know you were doing a Jason mask, I think, right? Matt, J-Man, does a lot of custom painting, like ski masks and stuff like that, man. Pretty freaking awesome. He always says what's up when he comes in here because his profile picture screen. So you know from Scary Movie, what's up? And we just watched that the other night. Talk about a classic, great movie. My wife had never really watched the scary movies and thought they were kind of cringy and not that funny. And then she kind of sat down and rewatched it, and she's like, "Okay, it's pretty freaking funny." The Roy Jason mask is being prepped. Yeah, J Man, this is one of my best friends right here, Matty Ice Adventures. He's just getting his page up and flowing. Literally birthed to the YouTube. Um, so if you wouldn't mind at any point, write his name down, man. Go over there and check him out, Matty Ice Adventures. He's gonna get some content out real soon. I promise you that much. With as much fishing that's coming this spring and summer. Hmm. And also, J Man, don't feel any obligation to hang out in here more than anything. Catfish is live right now. I don't know if he's tying jigs this morning. That's a big question. That's a big question. Matt subscribed over there to J Man. So Matt, here's another way to also help you out with getting other people to find you. Because you can go sub to somebody and they won't even see it. You see what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I was always asking, are you subbed? Are you subbed? Are you subbed? I wasn't trying to bug you. I just can't see if you're subbed actually, until you completely hit a white bell. If you hit a white bell, then I can see I can see your stuff. Um, However, when you go over to other people's pages, try to go to their short, like a YouTube video or a short, real quick, and go click on it, and then comment, and be like, "Hey, what's up? Just wanted you to know, checking your stuff out. Come check mine out." And usually, you'll end up getting somebody to come back over, check out your page. That's how we roll over here, man. We rub off on each other. Pause. He said, "I'm just following people for now." You're gonna get some followers hanging out in here, though, dog. I promise you. Crisis is the type. If you come over to his page, he'll be like, "You go sub to his page right now, or you're a scumbag." But Crisis, he gets almost 110 likes a night. Averages probably 1,000 viewers coming in and out of his chats. Maddie, looking for you on my laptop. See, told you. You're gonna get some subs in here one way or another, Matt. Because we all, like I said, we're all a big family over here. We support each other. Keep it in mind, though, Matt, heavy here on YouTube. They don't play, man. I learned my lesson the other night doing a live. I had to delete it. I was playing some good old country music, just hanging out in here having a good time. Old Heart Like a Truck song got me in trouble. Copyright. So they don't play about that, and they don't play about contraband or cigarettes or any of that stuff in the live stream. They don't want you to be doing anything. So when you get to 100 subscribers and you start going live, because I'm sure you will, that's where all the viewing's at. That's where you get most people come in, check you out, come hang out, talk with you, and that way you got someone that'll actually come check out your videos. Matt, I know you got some kind of video over on YouTube of you just holding up a fish or something. I know. Or take all your photos. Take all your photos. And I'll send you some. I got photos of you with fish, and I'll send them to you. And you make you a little flip book. Make you a little flip book. It's easy. About 30, 40 second flip book of going through your photos and stuff like that. And post it, man. Give the people something to come check out. Blind said, "Got my mind right." Nice. Nice. You feeling better, Blind? Feeling better? I feel like I had to come check back in and let y'all know I'm feeling good. Yeah, J-Man, you may have to make sure his name and stuff is capitalized exactly the way it is. A lot of people's accounts, like the M in Maddie, the ICEA, all of that has to be capitalized for sure, I'm guessing. That's how I have to search people anyway. Crisis Manifesto, his is all caps. So it confused me because I searched him up at first and I couldn't find him. And then I put it in all caps and his name popped up instantly. I decided to skip roofing. I'll just go look at it. Sorry, Matt can find you if you want to. Yeah, Matt, all you gotta do, like I said, man, you go over to J Man's page and comment on one of his little posts or whatever, and he'll be able to find you that way. A lot easier than just searching your name and stuff. That's the benefit of being a blue name, because then you can click on people's profiles. It'll help you out, man. It will. And that's why I want to get you noticed, not only in my life and throughout people that come in here, but you go over to other people's lives and you get noticed as well. And that's going to bring in you a good family, a good viewing, and help you out. Bring in the page, show love. Catfish Blind is live right now. J-Man, you as well. You guys should go over there. Don't discriminate. I don't know if you guys have been over there yet and tapped in and show him some love. Tell him have a great day. Double tap that screen for him. I can't wait till I get monetized. I really can't. No, thank you, Matt. Thank you. Thank you for being the good friend that you are, bro. You know, every chance that we've been able to look out for each other, we do. And I think since we've moved away from each other, it's been a lot harder. It's been a lot harder. But you know, it's all about the change, bro. We're about to get an apartment in Greensburg, so it'd be 20 minutes down the road, and fishing season's here. So it's going to be a lot different in the beginning or in the future for sure. I said, amen. Allison, good morning. We're over here having our coffee, as you can probably see in the thumbnail photo. Enjoying some great company with my best friend, RayRay Outdoors, J-Man. We had a few others in here as well. Waiting on that Crisis Manifesto to jump in here. I know he's supposed to go live. He's supposed to go live doing his work all day. He said he's going to live stream all day long and go live. I will say it was hard for him to keep people in there. It really was. He still got people to come in and out. They were coming in, you know, asking questions and talking and stuff, but it's hard to keep people in there when you're not at the phone. You're not conversating. Oh, coffee's got me moving and going today. No bells today. No bells today. But thank you for the likes. Doing the same thing we were doing last night, Allison. Vibing, chilling. Wife and the kiddos are still asleep. My daughter woke me up at 6:30 this morning and was like, "Dad, it's time to get up," pretty much. And I've been up since. So it's usually how it goes for me. I'm not the type that can wake up and be up moving around and then go back to sleep. And it sucks. But here we are. Welcome, Alice. Welcome, Allie. Welcome. How's your morning going? Yeah, J-Man and Blind definitely went over there and said what's up to Catfish. They're awesome, man. They're like I said, Matt, Everybody in here is just a great collective group, bro. You know, they may come back. We may see them back in here shortly, but we'll see. Yeah, man, I ain't smoked a blunt. I've been always smoking joints and pens and stuff, man. I don't even smoke blunts no more. I don't think I've smoked blunts since the woods last year here. That day where I was like, I ain't smoked a blunt in forever. That's the last time. I'm like dead serious, bro. I it's not that I don't like them, because I like nicotine and I like my pot, but I like a joint now, man. It's just crisp. You just taste it all. So that's all smoking. Well, I know I got you started on a bad habit. Because when I first came around you, you was all papers and bowls and stuff like that. I remember. And then I started. I started buying boxes of Swishers. You guys would just come over and we'd have them. You're awesome, J man. I knew you went over there and hollered at him. You're awesome. Thank you. Did you let him know that I'm out here doing my live? I'm over here live streaming myself. He's watching a bird. Oh, bird watching this morning, are we? Bird watching coffee time with catfish. That's awesome. Hey, hope everyone's having a good morning. You too, Cash. Great to see you in here. We're just up early this morning. My daughter decided let's go to bed at 2:30 and wake Dad up at 6. Yeah, gotta go. Gotta thrill my soul. Is that a song, Blind? Cash. It's one of my best friends right here, Matty Ice Adventures. Really close friends of mine. It's going to be in the live streams coming April. Fishing season. He'll be there a lot. I promise you guys. And he's one of my biggest supporters, man. J man, I love fishing, but not the best fisherman in the world. That's you and Terry. Well, J man, I don't know where you're located. I hear you. Was up? Hold up. Comments are flying now, boys. Was up to go to work, but my daughter had other plans. We are taking a sick day. That happens sometime, Cash. The best, the best. All right. Hey, Matt, what kind of fishing you like? Cash, he does about the same kind of fishing I do. A lot of I'd say bass is Matt's specialty. Yeah, bass is his first choice of word. Bass, trout, catfish, carp. Matt likes to catch it all. We catch it all. That's our motto. It's a fish. It's got lips. It can be hooked. I'm hearing the Doors right now on radio. I hear you, Blind. I'm trying to be on your level. But definitely bass and carp. Yeah. See, when I first came here, I'm actually really good at catching bass in my home state of Indianapolis, Indiana. Um, Massive bass at that. But the way that you would fish there for bass compared to here is different, way different. I'm a bass girl, but I agree. I'll take anything. Paul, no. J man, we got a lot of cool Lakeview fishing spots in North Ontario. Oh, you're in Ontario as well. So J man's in Ontario. Cash, didn't you say you were? Are you in Ontario as well, or was that Ari? I think Ari said she's in out there. Facts, just facts on hooking something in the fight being out there in nature. Absolutely, man. There's days where me and Matt will go out there, and especially in the summertime where the trout fishing gets scarce, gets very warm out there, sweating balls, and all you're going to catch is bait fish, you're gonna catch some chubbies, some suckers. And usually what happens when that comes into play in the summertime, when the waters start warming up, trout get very scarce, real finicky, don't want to bite as often. um, you still catch them, it's just going to be rare. um, and when the time's right, when there's some shade out there, when it's not as hot, that's when you'll catch them. um, but usually we'll just take all those minnows, all those bait fish, and we'll go down to the pond, make up some cut bait, we'll catch some catfish. um, There's that option. And then there's also, we'll go around and catch all the small bass, largemouth and stuff out of the creek, and we go stock a pond. We got a couple of them, and a year and a half ago we had a big kill off. What type of fish? Oh, Northern Ontario is my favorite place to fish. What type of fish is out there in Northern Ontario? There's trout, salmon, um, a lot of ocean fish. They have the Great Lake up there, man. So uh, quite a bit, quite a bit. I think they even have halibut and stuff like that out there. I like using wooden bait hooks. Wooden bait hooks. I don't know if you can do that, J man. Sturgeon are up there. They're up in Michigan too. Massive fish. Everything. The easiest is northern pike. That's the same here, Cash. You want to catch some fish through the ice and it be easy, it's going to be pickerel and pike. Drop you a big minnow through the ice and have a blast ripping her through. Yeah, we got pike here in PA. We got plenty of fucking pike, don't we, Matt? Heck, we got pike in our creek streams. We watch them chase down trout and stuff. It's pretty wicked. Hey man, the fish hooks. Never seen them, J man. I've never looked for an artificial hook. Always look for the real ones. Cheers to the partakers. Said more partying on the ice than anything. When you got Carver to paint. You talking about the bait that I showed off earlier, J-Man? Matt said, "Talk more." Yes, indeed. Justin, I am back here. Hello, Justin. Everyone, Justin has re-entered the chat. Thank you, Justin. Cheers. How was your poop and toke, huh? How was your poo and toke? Was it nice? Could I fit for this? If I speak like this, would you guys understand me? Would you guys believe me if I told you that the entire time I spoke like this, and you guys have just been fooled this entire time? Will be. Token now. No smoking for me neither. Good, Cash, keep it that way. She said that's a pretty good accent. Would you also have a tea party? I'd love to. We had one of those already. Happened over in Boston. Yay! You got order chicken fried rice from Jack and Sheep. No man, I used to love making voices and stuff and doing all that goofy stuff back in the day, man. That was me for sure. Bro, I'm trying to toke. Got Matt over there rolling. He's gonna need a run to the toilet next. The prank callers, bro. You have no idea, J man. Like Matt, I think has even witnessed me answering like collect calls and stuff like that, and I'll answer them, and they'll be like try to reach you about some kind of like insurance or something, and I'll be like, hello, not, I am not looking for no insurance, no thank you. I'll start talking to them the same way that they're talking to me. You know what I mean? If they're like, hello, this is a recorded line. Like I mess with them hard. Please leave your number after the tone. Beep. He said, yeah, especially fishing. People just look at us. I get out there and act the fucking clown on opener, man. You got to. It's opener. You're excited. Can't wait to get your pole wet. Pause. And yeah. You're gonna walk in today. Justin, be careful out there, man. You got a bunch of cuckoo clocks out here in PA. Meanwhile, we're the three cuckoo clocks walking around. Hate to fangirl, but how cool is Crisis? Bro, Crisis is like the best streamer that I watch right now. In my opinion, I watch 4 or 5 streamers, and he's definitely top 2. Um, I don't know. Matt said walk this way. Go to Justin. Trying to toke. Go holler at Matt. Kind of need to hang out anyway, bro, because I'd really like to see you on opener. I'm sure Matt would too. The bigger, the more, the merrier, man. Maybe you can get a ride up there that morning. Your mom can drop you off. You ain't got to be there at no 6 o'clock. You can get up there and hang out with us at like 9 or 10 after we've been there for a little bit. I've got a rule this year. My rule is I'm putting fish back until I catch about 5 or 6 fish. Because usually you can limit out in 10, 15 minutes if you're trying. If you're trying and then fish are hitting and you got more than one rod, you could be done in 10 minutes. But I want to sit there and catch a bunch of fish. I want to have some fun this year. So remember the prank call the Jerky Boys did with the Indian accent and called the neighbors and made up the whole story. Was it the daughter kicked his daughter? I do. There is called a prank dial. I remember that, and people would lose their mind. What's your limit? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Message me. We'll do. Oh, are you talking about limit on fish? If we're talking limit on fish, then here in PA you're allowed 5 a day. Yeah, five fish a day. That's trout though. If you catch like bluegill, crappie, stuff like that, when they're in season, I don't know if they're in season right out the way, but I think they are. I don't know for sure. Um, you're allowed like 50 bluegill and you're allowed like 70 crappie. It's kind of freaking insane how much you can have of them, but they have to be a certain size. And with the trout, the majority of the trout that they stock are already the size that you can keep. I think it's what, Matt, 8 inches and up. I think that's what the rule, or was it 7? I think they lowered it this year that they can be 7 inches or something, which scares me. I once caught a bass that was 6 inches long. Yeah, usually when we catch bass like that, J man, out of the creek, we take them to our local pond where we do a lot of bass fishing and we stock our pond. 5 a day during trout and lake. Having only 2 panfish, basically a high limit any time of the year. Trout gotta be 7 inches or bigger. Yeah. I mean, almost a half a foot. Yeah, man, we do a little bit of everything. We do a little bit of consuming fish ourselves, but we also try to give back to like the waterways. Like when we catch them bass, um, I got a mini bucket with an aerator, and we'll go take and catch bass out of the creek, and we'll go repopulate our bass ponds. And why is because there's kids that go in there and catch them. I don't think they mean to kill them, but some of the bass swallow hooks, and if you don't get them out properly, they die. One and two, then ponds freeze up pretty hard, and some of them died off a couple years back. So we've been trying year by year to put more fish in there. We got a guy arrested here for catching 67 more bass than the legal limit of six. Holy fuck! That's a lot of freaking bass, dude, to get in trouble with. They don't play with fish because, especially here in PA, they're a Commonwealth state. I think it's felony charges. If hell, Matt got caught one time. Well, it wasn't purposely. We pulled up at a fishing hole. We thought we were capable and were able to access and fish these waters, and we were not. Game Commission flew up on his ass quicker than we could even get out of the car. He was already out. He was already fishing. He's like, damn. Hey, it was a bad thing that happened, but at the end of the day, I think it was a learning experience, especially for me, um, because I was just like, wow, okay, so there's specific sections of the waterways that you can fish here in PA, in late harvest, and or is it delayed harvest? It's delayed harvest, um, and also year-round fishing, but artificial lures only. So, like right now, I could be fishing. I could be out there trying to twitch these around if I had my fishing license right now, in special select areas. But the problem is, in them special select areas, they all get hit so hard. That man Matt can vouch, that it's near impossible to get out there and catch any of them fish because there's always somebody on them. Cash. I've always wanted to teach kids how to fish properly. My son helps his friends. He knows what he's doing, but a lot of kids, sadly, have never been shown. It's a learning curve. I can say my grandfather, when he taught me, um, I think it was more that my grandmother had to take care of me a lot herself, and she would tell my grandpa, like, look, I've dealt with him for a couple of weeks. Why don't you take him with you while you go fishing? And I would go with him, and I'd love it. You know, I don't think that was the plan. I think Grandpa was like hoping this was kind of like some kind of like, I don't know, maybe like punishment in a way, because I was a pretty bad kid. I was an asshole. And Grandpa was like, here, he started teaching me the ropes, and before I knew it, I was in the bait shop packing bait and stuff in the basement because I worked at a bait shop at one point in time, packing bee moth, crickets, night crawlers. Bee moth is like maggots and stuff. Putting them in containers with mulch and all that good stuff, and putting numbers on them, getting ready to sell them, take them upstairs, put them in the fridge, get them out the door. Um, West Side Bait and Tackle, if you guys ever want to do the research on the bait shop that I used to work at. West Side Bait and Tackle, Indianapolis, Indiana. It's no longer a bait shop now, however, the photos and stuff still remain on Google today because it was like a landmark, of history. It had been there, I think, since the 1700s before they tore it down. I still fish without a license because I'm autistic. My uncle fishes, so as long as I have my uncle around, I can fish for free. Well, that's one way to do it. I've always wanted to do the help autistic kid, teach them how to fish, get them on a fish, etc. Give away to them. Yeah, man. Matt, Matt, we're gonna do some special things, man. One day, I promise you, dude. That is my goal. That is my absolute duty, bro. Is to take and put time jigs, spending time on YouTube, and my family all to a good point. Because, like my man Crisis said last night, this is like a place where you can put your memory. Like, you may not have enough memory on your phone. You may not be able to record a shit ton on your phone. However, that's what YouTube's for. It allows you to get all this on film. It allows you to catch these conversations with these great people. And my kids, they'll be able to grow up one day, come check out all these videos that dad did and be like, wow, dad was committed to this. Like he loved doing what he did. Um, even during the downfalls, like when I lived in a motel and I wasn't having it at the best of life, you know. It's a pain in the ass fishing with kids because you spend more time untangling lines than fishing. But once they figure it out, it's great. You probably learn quick. I did learn quick. There's a way to teach children fishing, and I think what it was is that in order for me to get the hands on learning how to cast and handle the rod myself, my grandpa gave me a rod that he just didn't care about no more. That had it was a push button reel, and I would tie like a toy to it. Blind's back in the house. What up, Blind? We're talking a fishing story over here on how I got started fishing. Um, but no, Grandpa gave me one of his old reels and rods and was like, you know, if you're that interested in fishing with Grandpa when you go out with me, take this and you practice with it. And that's what I did. That's what I did. I'd take and cast, go out in the field out front of my house, and I'd cast that toy around. And yeah. Cash, you're absolutely correct. Push button's the best way. Don't get them a bait caster. Don't get that confused with a push button. A lot of people nowadays get push buttons confused because they do have a push button on them, but they're not a push button. Bait casters are not for kids. Hell, bait casters aren't even for me. I'm a grown man and I've fished all my life, and bait casters aren't even for me. That's a great idea. I do YouTube for the future. Once I'm gone years from now, my little nieces, my cousins, Claire can rewatch like a documentary of my journey. Exactly. Exactly, J Man. That's the purpose of it. One day my kid will be able to go back and check out live streams and videos and be like, wow, I need to find something that I like to do and set my mind to it like my daddy did, you know? Um, because I played basketball, man. I played football. I did sports. I did all that. But that was kind of like the only other thing I was good at. Um, I know how to work, I know how to do all that stuff, but at the end of the day, it's like, what was I good at? You know, some people are good at managing businesses, uh, working at a food restaurant. Some people are good at that stuff. I'm not. I'm not good at working at fast food. The only good place I could put myself in that remotely fits me um, would be like UPS, in the back of a truck playing Tetris, you know, or on a belt scanning stuff and pushing it where it needs to go. Cash, it is. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Mystic, good morning, man. Kid decided last night 2:30 was time for bed, and then woke up at 6 o'clock. Mm, gotta love it. But nonetheless, we're here having a great morning, talking it around and just showing love, man. I appreciate you joining in with us. Blind here in Illinois, we all knew about the girl getting some treasure trout. Treasure trout? What? But yeah, Cash, absolutely. Um, 1000%. It's a memory chip. You got a one massive chip right here on the YouTube. You just store it all right here for your kids or whatever, you know. Mystic, you're awesome. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Double tap the screen. Subscribe, y'all, if you haven't already. Which I think everybody that's in here right now, y'all are some loyal people. Y'all are the ones. I have my kid in sports to develop character. But I feel a lot of the pressure is on kids to make it instead of develop skills from sports that will help you in life. It's going stupid saying. Just dropping in before work. Hey, I appreciate you, Mystic. You're awesome. If you end up going live anytime soon, man, would love to see the snakes again, man. I need to get over and check out some of the just videos that you drop, man. Matt, if you're into snakes, um, lizards, bearded dragons. I, I think he said birds too, if I'm not mistaken. Birds. My man's got it all right there. Mystic. He's a really good live streamer as well. Met him over in Crisis's page. Uh, it's Saturdays around 7. Okay, okay, good to know. So if you ever want to check out some really cool stuff, got me with the snakes. Yeah, Matt loves snakes. Matt is my buddy here in PA, and he's the one that I was talking about in the live where when Crisis was going, um, where he'll just walk up on a snake and grab it by its head. Um, he ain't scared of them. I remember a few times he'd snatch one up. It stinks so bad, man. I had never smelled a snake um, with such funk. You know, some snakes put off the nasty smells. Mystic said, "What one?" I think it was a black rat snake. If I'm not mistaken, that's what Matt said it was. Uh, it was all black. Things I don't want them to. Blind, you good? I'll let my fingers type. Oh man, I love Blind, man. He has me rolling sometimes. It was a gardener snake. Okay. They're doing good. Yeah, only certain snakes. Yeah, black rat snake. Yeah, there's quite. I think there's quite a few snakes here, but I think there's only 3 of them that are poisonous, and they're all pit vipers. And then one is like very scarce. You can't even barely find it anymore. So the odds on you finding snakes here that could bite you, possibly kill you, um, are not impossible, but they're slim. Go out to them damn deserts. That's where you get in trouble. Venomous, not poisonous. My bad, Mystic. Thank you. I knew I was saying the wrong thing. I knew I was saying the wrong thing. Blind said, and I love it. Hey, man, I love you, Blind. I really do. That's how I know we're going to get along, man. You're going to have me pissing myself on the lake. I can hear it. Roofing I do for kids. It's for kids. Oh, I grew up catching gardeners. Yeah, you won't catch me grabbing no damn snake. You won't. If it's a little bitty thing, and I know for sure I'm okay. It's a baby. I may consider and be like, okay, it's a baby, and even if it bites me, it's just gonna be a couple little holes, little sting, But 3 foot snake, 2 foot snake, I'm good. I have to exact same pattern as on one of my hoodies. What pattern, boss? Same gardeners and bull snakes. Bull snakes. Are diamondback rattlesnakes poisonous? Mystic, I'm sure you know. Venomous, poisonous, whichever one. Will they kill you? If I'm not mistaken, they kill you, correct? On my shirt. Full red and camo. Very venomous. Yes. They're probably almost extinct. Really? Rattlesnakes are, man? I've seen them here. Where I lived down in State College up on the mountain. I went down to the lake one day do some crappie fishing. It was like right around this time actually, mid March. Mystic said no. No to what? They're not almost extinct. I didn't think so. Um, because I ain't gonna lie, I was down at that lake fishing below my cabin, and these kids was like, "There's a snake over there. There's a snake over there." And I walk over there. It was some Amish kids. There's a bunch of Amish people down there where I live, and they were taking pictures. The kids were and stuff. Their family was taking pictures of the kids on donkeys. Like I shit you not. But it was because there's a beautiful view down there, Collier Lake, here in Pennsylvania. And the kids were like, "There's a snake over there. There's a snake over there." And the old man walks over there with them, and he as soon as he gets up to it, he fans them back and pushes all the kids back. And he's like, "That damn snake will hurt you." Prolific here. He said, "I'll take you on a 3 hour drive and catch a few rattlers." Man, fuck them rattlesnakes, dude. Them things are scary. I knew it was a rattlesnake too because whenever I walked over there myself, you could just hear the tail going. He was mad because them kids were that I think the kids were kicking rocks at him and stuff because usually a rattlesnake when you walk away it'll slow its rattle down, but this one wasn't. You could hear it. He was pissed. Blind said, "Hold on." Crop dusters are killing trees, bees, and snakes, and butterflies. Woodpeckers are lost. They're worth good money. Yeah, you're right, Matt. Rattlesnakes are they pay high for the skin, but I don't think I would want them for that. They're beautiful, man. They're just scary, and that's the one thing that why I know God's real because he didn't just put us here to see things that he didn't just put us here to see things that are nice. Um, he put us here to see things that look very mean, very evil, um, but they can also be not that. They could look that, but they're not that. Um, exactly what this man Mystic right here has proven with some of his pythons, I do believe, right? You have pythons? Beautiful pythons, too. Um, they're all shiny, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I would do with one of those. I used to be the first call when family or friends would find a rattlesnake in a chicken coop or anything. I'll come get the snake and release it. Yeah, I figured you were like a snake rescue guy. They are beautiful snakes. Yeah, they are. The most dangerous snakes are rattlesnakes, but if you cut off the head and beat it to death, you can eat the body. Crop dusters for spray. Gardens are ruined. Yeah, I uh, I don't believe in crop dusting. I don't understand it. I mean, yeah, it kills off bugs and stuff like that, but at the same time, what are them bugs going to cause any more harm than any of the chemicals that they're spraying? You know, we cook the food, so it's like the majority of them bugs are going to die off anyway from heat. Matt said, "I'm dying." I know, bro. Blind. I love Blind. 1 second, y'all. Like that ski truck, I just killed a big bug, sipping on some good stuff, smoking on the wood stuff. 808. Mix it with the banjo, forward riding camo. That all your friends know about Kid. Bear Grylls ain't got nothing on you, bro. Or you, Matt. I fish bass. They all have cancer. Yeah, Blind, you were telling me how all the fish up there where you live, man, are no good to eat or anything. Matt, Blind going through it up there where he's at, man. He can't even go catch a good fish to eat, man. That's sad. That's the reason why I didn't like Indianapolis, man. To be honest with y'all, you know, we got creek streams all over, just like here in PA. Clear water. They're not mountain ran off waters, but it's clear water, and they could probably even do the same thing there. But I just don't think that the fish would stay alive through the summer. You know, it'd probably be like a springtime only, and then most of the fish would die off and go downstream and die. He said, I don't buy store-bought fish, or I don't eat store-bought fish. My daughter is dancing to you, LO. My daughter finally passed back out. My son stays passed out till his mom gets up usually. Yeah, man, where you catch fish, catch your fish. Rock River. Speaking of river, I got some snacks we're gonna try out, Matt. I want to show them off here. I'm gonna grab some more of them when I go back down to the store, but I grab snacks for when we go out on this fishing trip. It's called Deep River. These ones are sea salt, and this one's Deep River, and this is New York style soured, or it's not sour, spicy dill pickle. My bad. And they're like them real chips, you know, real crunchy and thick, real potato chips. Look up the Illinois fish to eat. There is none. That's crazy, Blonde. Nope, but you know what you guys do have over there, Blind? The one thing that you do have over there is the fish of the woods. You guys got plenty of that over there. I know it. And why is because somewhere that I used to live called Burnham. Man, what was that little town that I lived in Indiana? It wasn't Burnham. Little town out off the west side of Indianapolis, kind of close to the Ohio-Indiana borderline. The chips would be a good breading. We're going to use the occasion two-step fish fry. I ain't even tried it yet, man. I've been waiting so long to try it. But no, Blind, you guys got hellified mushrooms over there, man. The morels are coming up in the next 2 weeks or so. I promise you. I'm sure you know all about mushroom hunting. If you don't, man, you're missing out on a real delicacy. You can't catch fish, but I'll tell you what, you can catch you some mushrooms over there in the woods. But man, I know you're older, and that takes a lot of moving. It's up to you, man. Jay, man, I thought you was already subbed, brother. Talking to me. We've got 7 in the chat, 15 likes. And I appreciate each and every single one of y'all. Been here for a couple hours now. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are really awesome. What time even is it? It is 10 o'clock. What's going to have to get up in the next hour or two because she has court. She has court to go to. She has that to deal with, and then when she gets back, we're going to do another live stream. Right on, Jay, man. Right on. Yeah, and make sure, guys, whenever you guys subscribe to people, make sure your notification bell is white. If it's not white, you guys won't get live stream notifications for people. And you're probably like, well, how do you make it white? You go click on your bell, and then you can go up and click that thing again, and it'll help get every notification from us. Then I get to be a seaman. Thank you, J-Man. I was trying to find something I could be. Downtown Louisville, Tennessee. You guys ever fish for tarpon? Nope. Um, However, that is on the bucket list. And why is because my mother lives in Florida, and they were down there all over the docks down in Florida. So it's a matter of taking a trip one day. That's pretty much the best fishing of my life. Oh, I could imagine you've caught tarpon catch. Man, that's a big ass fish, man. That's a big fish. I did in Costa Rica. It was incredible. Oh, I bet them fish are nuts. They come up and smack the top of the water, smack that bait, and then take off down in the water and come back right up, fly up out, fucking slinging their head everywhere. They're crazy. And if there's any fish, to be real, that's similar to that, it's a wild trout. I'm not lying to y'all. Like a wild brown trout or a native brook trout, which I've done videos on both of them kind of fish. Um, they come up out of the water the same way, going crazy. They're just a lot smaller, and when you're catching them out of a fast moving stream, they put up a hell of a fight. It's real fun. My daughter's back awake. Pike do that too. Yeah, I already know, Matt. They can't do it though if you catch them through the ice. Uncle Matt says hello. Uncle Matt says hello. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm sorry. I made for me. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. You don't want help like that. I'm about to jam some Devil Makes 3. No. She just loves being helped by me like this. Absolutely loves it. This is her favorite place right here. Mama says I need to quit spoiling her so much, but how can Dad not? How can Dad not do that? You know. My dad can never spoil his daughter. That one's my favorite, brother. One song starts out with that's awesome one.
I'm gonna go back in there and I'll put you back in your paper and watch cartoons. Mm, mm.
All right. This one's for my brother. This one's for my sister. For making me keep my weapons by my side. This one's for my card game. Are you singing the song in here blind? Well, yeah, I don't know if you noticed, Matt, but sometimes you'll get some about four people in here. You get about seven people in here, sometimes two, and then it'll flex and go back up. There goes four again. There goes two again. You'll have people coming in. You'll have people going. Said I got med DLC at 3. Devil makes 3. Oh, that's the song you were singing. I figured you were singing a song. I seen you say that too earlier. My man just started singing it. Yeah, blind. I was gonna play some music and stuff, and I was gonna be doing some music in lives and stuff. However, the other night when I did that, YouTube got on me. It did, and I'm not even monetized yet. So, but it was only a warning and just told me to try not to let it happen again. So, I think it'd be best if we just play. If we're gonna play anything. We're gonna play some non copyright music. Some stuff that can't be copyrighted. Cheers. I know Matt just said you can't partake, but cheers. Play some elevator music. Play some Jeopardy. Just wait on my third printed commissions. Oh, you're 3D printed. J Man, you got a 3D printer. Hell yeah, dude. I've always wanted one. They're just very expensive, man. Blind straight you out. If you are, man, you try to have a great day, man. Try to have a blessed day. Be safe. Hopefully catch you later on this afternoon when I go live again. Yo, the crease of the door made me think my screen was cracked. Mm. You lay back like this, and you just see the crack of your door, and you're like, hold up, bro. No, I just outsourced to a shop locally. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Jay, man. I'd love me a freaking 3D printer, dude. The stuff that I could do with that, I could start bait making now. To be honest, if I had a 3D printer, you can make like swim baits and stuff like that. It'd be so awesome. custom hand painted swim baits. That'd be insane, wouldn't it, Matt? 3D printed ones. And what you would have to do is you'd have to print it out piece by piece. You'd have to link them, turn it into like a swim bait, and then you would have to drill in the bottom of it, and you'd have to put weights in there, so that it would sink. Because if not, it's plastic, so it's just gonna float. Two Beretta 9mm magazines, an armor piece, and an Aussie duck, but not real mags. Extended clip. Reloading. Reloading. I should scoot over just a little to keep that logo there, huh? Oh, beautiful. You make me laugh, brother. That's what I try to do, man. I try to make it a great time in here for everybody. Matt, he's probably over there done pissed himself a couple times. That's what I do when we're out on the water too, man. Because it'll get boring. I'll be out there just humming to myself. You get bored. You get bored. Especially when the fish aren't biting. But we always entertain ourselves. We have a great time. Always. If you think we're having a good time here, man, in person, it's even better. We're all about getting out there and having fun, making memories, and we're excited to start sharing these memories with you guys. It's been a while since I've been able to. I think my last video I actually did was with Matt. I caught quite a few trout in my last video that I posted. And then towards the end of it, we tried to catch one for him to keep, and we didn't end up catching them. I caught like 6 of them that day too. It was crazy. And then the moment that we wanted to keep one for him, I was like, well, no trout for Matt. But this year, it's going to be different. We're going to be doing a lot more live streaming. I'm going to get my videos in too. I'm just going to have to pick days to not live stream and days to live stream, so I can get videos made up for people and just in general. First fish caught, we used the Fire 1 UP, well, with my uncle. Indiana Chris, welcome in, man. Thank you for tapping in. Love you, man. Have a great day. And Matty Ice Adventures. Indiana Chris is another great content creator. Another person that comes over and hangs out in Catfish Terry's lives. Yeah, I need to find another deep freezer. Yeah, man. That way you can keep that fish, man. I remember the year that you were trying not to take fish that often because you didn't want to take it home because you had nowhere to store it. Indiana, got you another sub, man, from my brother here, Matty Ice. Getting his page up and rolling, man. He's literally just birthing his page. So he ain't got no content up yet, but we're going to work on that here coming this spring. It's something that he's got a big goal set. He's been talking about doing it for years. Same with my buddy Fish Focus Outdoors. He's had the page up for years and just hasn't had much content on there. But, with Matt, we're going to get things rolling on the ball, ain't we, Bubba? Yeah, Indiana Chris is from the home state of Indiana, where I'm from, Matt, but more up north. More up north. Man, thank you guys. Got up to 17 likes so far. And I know there's quite a few people that still haven't even jumped in here. I'm trying to hang out in here for a little bit longer. Keep it going. Keep her going. Get this piece of food. today. We just hanging out in the chat today. Hanging out, wrapping it up. Yo, Chris, what'd you have for breakfast, man? How's your day been so far? Me personally, just chopped up some potatoes, threw them in a little easy bake oven in there, threw some, lemon pepper and some garlic powder on it, butter, fried it on up. Good crisp outside, soft inside. Matt, be careful. You just be careful, man. Hell, just go where you won't get in trouble. You know, go down there to the ponds. Even if it's that third one, that's back there by the little, you know, you know what I'm talking about. That way it's tucked off. You ain't got to trip too hard, and it's not in trout waters. You know. Andy, you haven't ate yet. Yeah, I ate my breakfast this morning, and I ate my 2 cups of coffee. But the potatoes didn't seem to do much, man. He said, I won't hit the bass ponds this early. I ain't gonna lie, Matt. Listen now. Listen, Linda. Some of our best bass fishing, me and yours, on recording, photos and stuff like that I took years ago, was right here in the midst of March. Right in the midst of March. It was because of the fact that trout season was coming up and we couldn't touch the trout water, so we were going down there and just fishing the ponds until, because we know there's no trout, so we can't be in trouble for fishing them waters. And we were tearing them up. We was actually catching bass on cut bait that night when we were down there around the fire. I know you remember we were taking creek chubs, chopping them up. We were looking for bullheads. You catch bullhead catfish in these ponds all the time, and they actually taste really good. If anybody's ever never tried them and wondered if they're a nasty fish or what, they actually taste really good. Like Matty Ice can vouch for it. If there's any kind of fish it tasted like it came straight from Long John Silver's. But I think that's because I fried it in hamburger grease. And yeah, we catch those, and that night we're sitting there using cut bait, and we're ripping bass in. Later this evening, I'll make one. True, but they aren't fun to catch right now, just like reeling in a deep trout. Yeah, they really don't fight back too much, do they? When in the cool right now, kind of just give a little head shake, and that's about all you get out of them. Oh, man, my gut. Damn taters. Taters moving through me like a brick, boys. Got 18 likes in the house. Did somebody else just join? If you did, thank you. Greatly appreciate for the double tap. Seems like 50 degrees. He said too much coffee. I think so, Matt. I think it's brewing, brother. It's brewing in there. Seems like 50 degrees or above. Turn the bass on. It does, Indy. It does. And you know something? Right in the beginning, they don't want nothing fast. They want something slow. Me and Matt's learned that throughout the years of bass pond fishing here in PA, or even lake bass. It's more of a slow bait, such as cut bait, which is wild to catch to catch largemouth on cut bait, but they will. Usually at nighttime, during the mid temperatures throughout the night of March here in PA. But as the season progresses, you start going to like swim baits, slower retrieval like wacky worms and stuff like that. For like right now would be perfect. And then more towards like summertime, they want something moving. So we use jerk baits and stuff in the summer and the end of spring. I check in every once in a while. Right on, dude, Justin. Right on, Justin. Shows 19 likes on my end. That's what's up. Almost at that 20 marker. I'm almost at that 20 marker. I told you, man, we get a good little viewing over here, man. It's not terrible, actually. I do a lot better over here than I ever have on Facebook. You know, there's been a few people that would come in and hang out on my lives and stuff on Facebook, but I wish that I could have been going live like I am now on here when I was living in the cabin because I was riding a four wheeler. I was doing all kinds of stuff at that cabin, and I think everybody here would have loved to see that stuff. There's a reservoir here that has a creek flowing in. I caught a 3 pound on a jerk arky jig, hopping it around dead trees. Heck yeah, arky, arky jig. I'm gonna have to look that up, see what that looks like. Hey, bro, had to leave for a bit. If I get too excited, I get anxiety attacks, but I'm back. Oh, bro, hey, you're good, bro. If there's anybody in here that you could probably relate to, um, that man, Matty Ice Adventures, I think he gets that way in person with like a crowd, you know. Um, but it helps to let him know and helps to let others know that y'all are okay in here, man. Don't ever feel like you got to run out. Don't ever feel like that you can't speak up. You know, we're here to support, man. Here to support, love, and push positivity. Thank you, Jay, man. Thank you for being an aspect of the channel, man. Being someone that comes in here and in here showing wellness and love and just that you can be anything you want to be. You guys are the best supporters I've had in a long time. Seriously. Oh, we see we got a couple more coming in. I don't know who they may be, but if you just come in, be sure to double tap that screen, everybody. Hey, brother, fam, gotta get going. Phone needs charged. I need a shower. Have a blessed day, folks. And remember, y'all, if y'all going through a rough, keep positive, stay strong, and fish on. Matt, we love you, man. And thank you for coming in and spending some time with us this morning, man. Uh, check in this afternoon. I'll probably be going live again. Michaela will probably be sitting here being side by side with me. The magazines are props for my new holster. It carries 2 clips on the side and a holster for the pistol. Heck yeah, J-Man. Later, Maddie. See you later, Matt. Peace, brother. Yeah, man, Matt is a great person, man. He's had a hard life, man. He has had a hard life. Cool thing is, him and my daughter actually share the same condition. So there's a lot of things that I can learn being best friends with Matt. You know, things that could help my daughter and stuff like that in her future. Um, Obviously, her condition's nowhere near as bad as his was, um, but nonetheless, he he's a warrior, man. I salute him, man. He has one leg. Yeah, like I said, he has conditions, and the man gets around like normal. Like, and don't get me wrong, it hurts him a lot. But the man is so strong. He perseveres and pushes through any bit of it. There's days where I'm out there and I'm like, Matt, if you want to go sit here or sit there, bro, and go fish, so we ain't having to keep walking the stream and stuff. let me know. He'll be like, are you sure, bro? I'm like, hey, I'm dead sure. Like, you don't push yourself over the limit, but he will, man. He will. He'll get out there and hang with the best of us, I promise. Live stream with guests to collab with on stream. Yeah, that'd be awesome, man. When I get monetized, I would love to do something like that, man. Have somebody come over, have somebody come over and join the live and hang out and just chat it up. Would love that. Have somebody split screen here while I'm fishing, checking it out, chatting with the chat, hanging out and just firing. That's what we do over here. Matt is a trooper. Matt is a trooper, man. He's one of a kind. Cash, you have a great morning. Soon to be afternoon. It's 10:34. That's beautiful. Beautiful. What is today? Thursday, March 19th. Beautiful March 19th. 15 days and counting. I can do that, and I'm not monetized, so join me anytime, bro. I got you, bro. Yeah, man. Like, I forget who it was last night that somebody came in here and asked about donating or something of that nature, and I told them, I was like, I'd accept donations, but I'd much rather give somebody my email and get a message, and we'll figure it out that way, than to sit here and put my Cash App in the bottom and make it seem like I'm out here asking for a handout, because I'm not. I want to earn it, and one day I'll make enough and make good enough content to where people will come over and will donate, and they'll be able to do it the right way. I'll earn it by getting them hours in and getting views. I can do that. Things have slowed down. Things have slowed down. Things have slowed down a lot. We had some people jump out of here. But I get it. I think Catfish is still going over there, J-Man, right? I haven't been over there to check yet. Me either. I don't do YouTube for money. I do it to have a good time and teach you and everyone's skills that I've learned. Yeah, man. Honestly, that's a big thing here, because I'm not good with people. I'm actually terrible with people. But when it comes to fishing and it comes to the YouTubing and the screen, me just looking at the camera and talking, I'm actually getting a lot better at it. I used to be terrible. Like I said previously, if you check out any of my old videos, like my beginning ones that are like a couple hours long each, where it's like uncut, 100% authentic, um, pretty much me barely talking. Um, you watch one of those videos compared to my most recent drop, which was like a 10-minute video, where my editing skills have gotten better. Me talking to the camera has gotten way better. There's things to do in there to build throughout the time of making videos and content, and just repeating and doing it over and over and over, and seeing where my mistakes are, where I need to fix, what I need to upgrade. It helps, man. Cheers. We got one in the chat. We got one in here. Is that you, J Man? You the one lone survivor in here. Is Win. Win, when did you get here? No. How's your morning, Win? I don't think he was here last night for the live. Last night we did a really late live, and My wife was doing her TikTok. She was sitting here next to me. We're gonna do it again tonight because it was pretty fun. It was a good little bonding thing to do with me and her. Um, Gives her something to do as well, talking to everybody and um, her talking to people on there. She said, "I just got here." Yeah, I figured. I figured. I know when I got off Crisis live last night, I was like, man, I was like, do I want to go live? I looked at her and I said, "Do you want to go live with me?" And she's like, "I don't know. Do you want to do it?" And I was like, "Well, I'm saying like you actually sit in the live with me, hang out. You know, you're gonna be in the thumbnail picture, like all that." She's like, "Oh." I was like, "Yeah." So she came in here and did her makeup up and everything like that, and then she thought about, well, maybe I should stream on my TikTok and I can push your page and you can push mine on YouTube. And I was like, let's do it. And it went pretty well last night. She had quite a few people come into her little live and gave her some subscriptions and or follows, I should say. And then this morning we've done pretty good. I've had quite a few people jump in and out and talk, and they're jumping in between a buddy Catfish's live and everybody else in between from Crisis's page and stuff like that. So thank you, Win, for dropping in. Make sure you do it again. So corny. I got the morning goofies. Who's the top fan so Matty Ice Adventures, my brother. He had to run. His phone was dying. Mine's gonna get there too sooner or later, but oh man, what a day! What a day! What a day! Hey, boss, you doing anything today? Yes, wife has court. Traffic court. Yeah, I thought I mentioned that in the live. I could have sworn James heard that. I guess he didn't. But oh man, traffic court, and she's got to drive there, and ain't supposed to be driving. About to be a tricky situation. She's gonna have to park around the block, park the car, and walk. I told her she's got to prepare herself mentally because they're gonna ask her how she got there and everything else. So it's a headache, man. Dealing with the system, and then dealing with as much as we do with our children, doctors, and specialists, and that's a lot, man. Tina, I'm back from the doctors. Tina, go check out Catfish. I don't know if you dropped in on his live or not, but I know he was going live over there for a little while. Indiana Chris back in the house. Thank you guys. Catfish done over there. How's his live? I didn't, but I missed it. Oh. Yeah, I think as soon as you said that you were heading to your appointment, Tina, my notification for him came up on my phone. He's over there probably just having a good old coffee chat. I don't know if he's tying jigs yet. I hope he's doing some kind of movement. I know it's tough, man, when you fall like that. It's not easy to recover, especially when you get older. Appointments get in the way of fun. It does. They get in a lot of way of everything, honestly. Um, they'll get in the way of you remembering things that you needed to remember. But they gotta be taken care of. Appointments do. Oh. He wasn't tying today. He was at the cemetery this morning. Ah, hard man. I saw that video because my wife follows him too, and we sit and we'll scroll through shorts and stuff on the TV while we're just sitting, and his came across him walking up to his wife's gravestone, and oh, I put my hand on my wife's lap, and she was watching it with me, and I started getting teary eyed, and I'm just like, man, you know. And I looked my wife in her eyes, and I told her I loved her because I couldn't imagine, man. I feel so bad for catfish. It sucks to lose someone. I can only imagine. But that's why I ride behind him like a knight. I will. Him and Carver. They're my buddies, man. Real talk. I hope to one day go down there to Tennessee, maybe go to Gatlinburg and be like, hey, I need you guys to show me the ropes, you know? You guys want to meet me in Gatlinburg and show me the ropes? I'll make a video and find us a place to eat and all that good stuff. Thought I heard her in here making some noise. Let's see what she's doing. Hey, we got 20 likes. Thank you to whoever it was that tapped the screen. You don't know what it means to me. All the love and care and joy, singing here to the void. My woman lost her youngest son on January 9th. Damn. I'm so sorry, Chris. Yeah, that the coach chills. About to turn 30, man. You know, I sit and I think about that all the time. I'm like, when I was 25, I sat and thought about it because a lot of people nowadays at these times, an average man makes it 50 to 70, you know. And I was like, well, 25. I asked myself, have I done things or anything remotely that I felt like I wanted to do in my life up to this point? Like, was there a goal that I, you know, had my mind set to? And I really didn't have no goal set. It was more of I wanted to just be stable. I wanted to be loved properly. Um, and that's pretty much it, you know. The everything else can come and go, and uh, in between, it's just a matter of I don't know. I never really had a wholesome family. All through my childhood, it was very, very, very chaotic. A lot of separation. A lot of people away from each other. Didn't have my dad, so it was like my mindset when I grew up was like, if I have a family, the only thing I want to do is just focus on making it the best thing I can possible. COVID attacked his heart, and he had a transplant. So he lived for a few more years until his body rejected his transplant. Damn. And you mentioned the heart. My baby boy in there, he had 2 open heart surgeries at birth. Um, those are scary, and especially as you get older. So I'm so sorry for your guys' loss, man. J-Man back in the house. Tino sub. Yeah, that's real sad, man. I'm sorry, Chris, man. I'm praying for you, brother. From one Indiana man to another. My bloodline and stuff may not be from there, but I was born and raised in Indianapolis, Indiana, and lived on the outskirts of Indianapolis the majority of my life. Um, so I just anytime you lose somebody close, man, that stuff sucks. Was you close to him, man? Was you close to him, Chris? Yeah, he's definitely in our prayers, man. 1000%. Is that you in here kicking, ma'am? We are at 10:50. Wife has about, I don't know, I'll say about 20 minutes, 30 more minutes, and then she's got to get on up. I just know him from here in the lives. Yeah, man. Sorry about that, Chris, man. Oh, ooh, getting chilly too. Getting chilly. Oh, oh, down for the ceiling. There you go, Chris. There's you another sub from J Man. Yeah, man. Like I said, J Man, anytime you come in here, man, if you see somebody you know, you ain't seen before, and you're like, that person seems like a cool person. 95% of the people in here are gonna be great people, um, especially the blue names. Blue names is top tier people for sure. Need to make Catfish a top tier person. Oh, daughter, man, she does not like to let dad sleep. It's rough sometimes. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's rough. But I wouldn't change it for the world. My little girl, man, I love her so much. Who was it earlier said something that you can't spoil your daughter? I was telling him how I sit here and mom tells me I gotta quit spoiling her so much because she'll get the whining and crying, and I'll just go over and pick her up and hold her and rock her and love her, and mom will be like, "You need to stop," because if not, she's gonna be on your hip. And that's what my mom always used to say too when it comes to a little girl and her daddy. You sit and spoil your little girl, she's gonna be glued to your hip. Daughter and son should be spoiled. Yeah, my son gets pretty spoiled too. That's for sure. My son gets spoiled too. He's got a freaking trampoline in there. In the house. There's a mini one. He loves that thing, dude. He'll sit and do front flips and stuff all day long. Kid's so active, man. For the conditions that he's had, he's really, really getting by well. Busy here, gotta go. Love and peace. Hey, thank you, Indiana Chris. We'll see you next time, man. Oh, I'm ready to get on some fish. Tina, Chad, how's that garden going over there? I know you guys were getting the belt on that machine to get her all tilled up. Probably get ready to cut off here at the 3 hour mark. We got about 10 minutes left. And I appreciate we on again. Just planted sunflower. Hell yeah, Chad. So you're out there getting on it, man. You're awesome. You're awesome. Chad Chad in the chat. Man, I wish I could be out doing something like that right now, man. It's so cold here in PA still. It's crazy. Still ice on the ground. What's your favorite song and musical artist, RayRay? Ah, the Manifesto. The Manifesto, the Manifesto. How's it going, brother? Good morning. As I should say, little girl did not let dad sleep for very long. Teething daughter. You know all about that, I'm sure. Oh, but I love it. Gotta love it. So it's good, man. I'm tired. Oh, I know. Me too. They are. They are. I last night staying up like I did, and then turning around and getting right back up this morning. I felt it. I'm already 2.5 cups of coffee in deep. Then I ate breakfast. Cruz in the house. Hey, RayRay. How's your morning going? Just telling Crisis, daughter woke me up at 6 o'clock this morning. So RayRay's running on 2 or 3 hours of sleep over here, and 3 cups of coffee. Oh, and some fried taters. I made some fried taters this morning. Refill. How's your guys' morning going though? What you guys going for breakfast, Cruz and Crisis, and who else jumped in here? I had to call my guys to receive delivery this morning. I'm on first cup now. 3 hours more to drive to the job. Nice little drive, huh? Nice little drive this morning out here. Yeah, I can say when you work construction jobs, man, I love it. Don't get me wrong. Love the hands-on work. The drives are where it's at. Like you said, it's just so tough. The drives can be pretty tough. If you guys though are just coming in and haven't double tap the screen, guys, I greatly appreciate it. Can't believe we made it up to 20 likes this morning. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. You guys are Ash Drive. Traffic in California is like watching ants avoid raindrops. You should believe it. You're great. Hey man, I'll tell you what, Crisis. We got quite a few people in here this morning. I got my buddies to come in here on the live this morning. The ones that live here in PA. My buddy Matty Ice Adventures. He got his account up and running. He's just birthing his account this season, I should say. And I'm gonna push him, man, because he's talked about doing YouTube forever. I've been doing it for a year and a half now, and he's seen where it's getting me. And he said a newborn. Oh, yeah. But I told him about you, told him about your page, and told him next time, he ever gets a chance to catch you in one of my lives or something, to go catch your page and check your lives out, man. You're awesome, bro. Um, who was it this morning that was talking about how they're obsessed with your live streams? What's her name? Here, I'll scroll up. Cash. Cash was in here saying, "Am I the only one in here that's obsessed with Crisis's live streams?" I said, "Nope, I am." uh, Matty Ice Adventures. Uh, what I'll do is I'm gonna send him a link to your page, and he'll come check you out and drop a comment on one of your posts. She was earlier. She was earlier. Says my wife being here. She was earlier, bro. She was hanging out in here for a little bit, but I think she said baby duty's call, so she had to run. Cheers to the partakers. I'm sorry, Crisis. Yeah, that's what she said too. Yeah, she said she was going to take a sick day today. Now we both know why she took a sick day. Me and you both know why she took a sick day. She said, "Oh, you're gonna be working all day on live, huh?" No, you're not bad, Crisis. You're doing good for yourself, brother. I want to quit this shit one day. Take it to Dome Peace. Nah, she want to see you over there going today. You know what I mean? Lifting some. She took a sick day to watch this yacht. Oh man, that's great. Yeah, man. She definitely is. That was one of the first things she said when she came in here. Like and subscribe, y'all, or you're a scumbag. As Crisis likes to say over there. Yeah, man. Now, Crisis, when you was a smoker, if you don't mind me asking you, did you like fruity flavored flour and stuff, wax and stuff, or did you like the OG flavors like skunky, you know, real potent, funky, piney? You know what I mean? How did you like your smoke? Did you like the fruity stuff, or do you like the old school classic flavors? Kush, man. Just some gas. I hear you. I hear you. I know exactly what you're talking. Kush, man, by Cruz. I gotta go. Stay safe. Gotta work. Hey, Cruz. Be safe, man. Whatever you're doing, man, you be safe. Thank you for checking in, and hope to see you later on today, man. Yo, it's 3 hours in. Got 5 in the house. Who is in here? Double tap the screen. Don't be shy. Let yourself be known. Where you from? What's your name? I like the ones that set you back on the couch. Chad, you're so right. But it's gotta smell. It's gotta have that smell like you just licked the skunk's ass. You know what I mean? Like, yep, I'm an indica baby too, so there's nothing wrong with it. We like to be in the couch. In the couch. Crisis said exactly, Chad. Yeah, man. Now, question to you guys. Wait. I smoked everything, really. I was a THC boogie bitch. I needed that head change now, but I like sour diesel and everything. Cause yeah, so you like the old school flavors, the good stuff. That's how I am. Exactly, Chad. Chad likes it. Yeah, Crisis. I'm the same way, man. I'm not the biggest fan of this new stuff that they've been coming out with. Freaking Skittles and rainbow belts and like what the fuck? If you guys don't go back to a skunk's ass and pine, I don't want it. No. Girl, it's raining. What's wrong with it? Diaper duties. 1 second. If you're scared, say hello. I hope that wasn't too much in the background right there in the video. White Widow, Blue Dream, Sour Diesel, OG Kush, anything lush. Han Solo, Burger, LA Kush. Yeah, you know some flavors. I like Bubba Kush. Here we got a flavor that I'm very, very in love with. It's called chemical glue. They're not allowed to use the names out here that LA uses, because LA and PA actually do business together and stuff. If you guys look up the stuff on that, um, yeah. So they wouldn't. Some of the companies that grow here in PA, local growers and stuff like that, they're not allowed to use the names from out there. Chem Dog, I've had Chem Dog, but this is called Chem Glue, like Gorilla Glue or just glue, um, Gorilla Glue #4. That's what I have right now. I love my stinky. I love my stinky. I know I've heard of Alien Labs. I've heard of Alien Labs, not the other ones though. I've heard of Alien Labs though. They got the wax. They like to press on things. I like to squeeze the juice out of stuff. We drained the old cellular device today. You said over here those are top tier. Yeah, no. Man, there's a specific dispensary out there in California that my buddies would go to. Man, I have to remember the name, but it's a really known name down there. 4 joints to half to whole to 5 to bone ribs all day. Yeah, man. I used to be really bad. Crisis. I had friends that used to move a lot, and they used to just hand it to me and be like, "Oh, bring me back this amount," and so I would. I used to have a pretty good life at that time too, uh, but I was wise and got out of it while I could with my hands clean. What happened though was my older buddy decided to allow one of the wrong guys to bring stuff back from California and got on his way back to Indianapolis. His name was B Peasy, known as a rapper. The man was slumped out at the steering wheel, eating pain pills and stuff, with like 300 pounds and like I think 250,000 something odd dab carts. And yeah, later on, he came back to Indiana and shortly after ended up dead. Um, I'm guessing because he owed some monies, but she said sometimes you have to take a tolerance break. Yeah, back in the day, I used to be bad. Like I used to smoke half ounce, maybe an ounce a day, literally. It was bad, and then I'd smoke wax on top of it, like dabs and stuff. And now I got myself down to one cart every like week or so. Me and my wife both go through maybe a cart a week. And if I get a flower, I'll probably get a quarter from the dispo, and it probably lasts. Flower seems to go a lot quicker. It just does not take the edge away like it used to. Um, that and it's hard to find the really good strains in flower. You get here in PA, you get a wider selection of carts and just wax itself. RSO as well. Said, oh yeah, I smoked an ounce once plus. Yeah, I used to be bad crisis, but now I don't even really smoke flower and stuff like that anymore. And then the cigarettes, I do smoke, but I've also cut back. I used to smoke a pack and a half a day, and now I'm down to like a quarter a pack a day, if that. And I only allow myself 2 packs a week. If I'm buying more than 2 packs a week, I tell myself no more. Facts. That's all that matters. And the reason I'm doing this and trying to knock myself away is because I played basketball, man. I used to not smoke. I started smoking when I was like 19, 20. I'm 29. So, you know, I think I kind of fell deep into smoking and stuff so hard because I was like, man, damn, my basketball career is gone. It's like, fuck. Nah, I guess I could just get old and smoke and just be what my grandparents were. But at the same time, I could be more than what my grandpa was. He was a fisherman and he did drink a lot. He did do pills a lot. He did a lot. Um, but I took the good things from my pa. Everything that he taught me. You know, even though you're around bad people, it don't mean that you can't learn the good things. Tina, you said I don't look 29. How old do I look? How did you think I was, Tina? 25. Yeah, I remember 25. I was living it rough in Indianapolis and back in when I was 25. I had it rough, man. Yeah, I get told a lot that I look younger whenever I trim this off because it's done grown back after trimming it like a day ago. Um, I go down here to the smoke shop and they card me every time. every time. Even though they see me in the same hoodie, they see me in the same hats. I know they remember me. I think it's just because I clear my face up, and when I do, it just gives me that young tone look. Blind back. You get some of that roof scraped off. Crisis, I never thought about that, man. Never really thought about it like that. About doing like numerous of pages. I don't know. I think it's also because I have a lot on my plate, man. With my wife and my kids. My wife, she can handle children, but she can handle them with my support, with me being the backbone. She's the glue, I'm the backbone, and if we're not together, things can fall apart very easily for her. Um, it's one of the reasons why I'm not working right now. It's why we're kind of in the living situation we're in right now, which it ain't terrible. It's actually really a lot better than what we were in about a year ago. But it could be better if I had, time to be able to go and work and be away for long periods of time. Hell, 3 hours. I think it's the longest I've been able to do something like this in a long time. But it's because one, I'm up super early. Two, making sure the kiddos are calm, collective, so mom can get her rest. I have two channels. Don't start it. Me excuses. I know. Hell, you even live in a van and you travel and you work a full time job. Well, I can't. I get. Do you consider your job a full time job? How would you classify that? Because I know you say you only work like 2 or 3 times a month. So I got aching foot. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna kick you guys out of the bathroom real quick for a hot second, so I can use the toilet. I'll mute you too. Damn coffee running through me. Yes, I was using the restroom. Matt's back in the house. Matt, hey, Crisis, are you still in here, brother? Crisis Manifesto. There he is, brother. Matt, you gotta go check him out. Be sure that bell's white for that, man. Make sure it's real white. I used to work $200 a week. That's what you have to do to grow a company. Then, when you aren't physically working, you have to keep your book straight. Scheduling and making overhead is covered. Yeah, man. I could imagine, man, being a actual like owner of a company. You have a big job, man. You have a big job. I bow to you. Usually, I'm one of the guys that you would hire for $100 a day. You know what I'm talking about. I would be your Jorge for the day. I don't give a shit. You give me chimichanga. I happy. I reduced my company from 15 employees plus subs to 5 employees plus subs. I say no to work nowadays, and I never sat in the last 15 years. I just do YouTube now. Yeah, I know. That's what you said you wanted to do full time, bro. Usually don't go to jobs unless the company that sends me work is desperate. And right now, my Bay Area employees vacation, so I've been covering. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Matt. Thank you. Crisis. That's my like buddy. You'll see him in some lives fishing with me here personally. Matty Ice Adventures. He's gonna start getting his page going. He's the one that you were just making fun of earlier because I told you he was just birthed to YouTube. He's like, "Aw, a newborn." Otherwise, fuck this grid. It's cutting into my lives. Happy birthday, Maddie, because you know you've just been birthed to YouTube, Matt. Yeah, Crisis. I could see you being a full-time content creator, honestly, man. And you want to know something? You want to know what people really love watching? Traveling. Like, if you could get your phone to where you got one of those mounts on your windows where you can capture film facing you and stuff, you can be making videos as you travel state to state, hanging out with other YouTubers, collaborations. You know what I mean? Make a video. And I don't know, people love seeing that, bro. And you have a wide variety of people coming in for you. And I feel like if you could get good content, videos and shorts and stuff like that, because you're doing it, you know, with the live streams. Don't get me wrong, but you want to try and do it all. And if you do it all, that's where it's going to blow for you, bro. I know it. Pause. Said I'm going to be recording all the trips I'm taking. I have so much content I haven't made videos of. You're absolutely right. That's what I'm saying, man. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard to sit there and take all that time to put in a video, um, and then go back, edit it, and then get it uploaded as quickly as you can. I'm a fisherman, so in order for me to even get content, it has to be a successful catch. So if you ever go through and see me catch a fish and you're like, oh, he makes this look easy. Well, there's a lot of videos that get cut out because I'm sitting there for 30, 40 plus minutes and not catching a thing and possibly even have lost a couple fish at the bank before we get them in. You guys will get to see some wild fishing this year, man, hopefully going live. I'm going to work on also getting like a portable hotspot box. So that way, when my phone doesn't have like reception in the middle of the forest, I can turn that portable hotspot box on and it's going to get me some reception and some service. So that way I can be live streaming anywhere. I made a video clip. I've been lazy on the video editing. Yeah, I can't say that I have I have apps that kind of help with that, you know, the editing and stuff. But most of my stuff is done right here on my phone, like even my videos. So, but most of my videos, you see how we're up and down right here for the live? That's how my videos are too. When you go over onto like any of my regular videos ever, just fishing and stuff, they're up and down long ways like this. And a lot of them, you're strapped to my chest or set up somewhere to where you can get the full view. Apps do help. Heck yeah, Matt. My daughter is in there just grinding her teeth. It sounds like she's in there chewing rocks. I don't know what to do. I'll give her binky. Right now we have no ibuprofen, so. Matt, I'm still using the Samsung that I've been using for a long while. I just think Samsungs are great. All right, brother, I don't want to leave, but I can't participate while driving. Everybody subscribe to this man or you're a scumbag. Hey, Crisis, I love you, bro. You drive safely, man, and look forward to tapping in and checking in on the live here shortly. All that love. Thank you. Thank you, Crisis. J-Man, what's up? What's up?
J-Man back in the house. Peanut butter jelly time. Where you at? Now there you go. Blah, blah, blah. I forget who I was talking with about getting. I think it was James. Matt earlier. James, we were talking to in the chat. The neighbor that's gonna go fishing with us. He was talking about getting some boozies. He was talking about getting a couple of brewskis to get out there and take a few sips of while we're out there fishing. I told him how you were trying to probably, I don't know if you're still staying away from beer and stuff like that or what, but if you are, then we'll tell him no to bringing any cold ones. But I was like, you know what? Why not? I don't know the rules on opener and stuff if we're good to bring a cooler with some cold ones and stuff like that, but Matt said no more drinking for me. Good. So we'll tell him no brewskis. We're trying to keep a no brewski fishing trip this year for Matt. Oh, I'm not doing that to you, bro. I'm not doing that to you. Cause he's gonna get some Coronas. He's gonna get some Coronas or some Bush. All right, guys. We got 10 minutes here, and I'm gonna hop off. There's other stuff I can't say no to. Yeah, but I don't know, man. I know how alcohol can be. I know how beer can be for some people. It can be what leads you to other things, That's why it's called a controlled substance, because you got to be able to control it. I do your own weathering. What? For my part 5 Jackson mask, should I try to make it screen accurate or do my own weather? I'd do something different, man. You want to know what I'd like to see? Honestly, I'd like to see a camo. I'd like to see it like my shirt was, earlier you were talking about my camo shirt. I'd like to see a camo Jason mask. That'd be pretty cool. But really detailed. See the sticks on it and all that. It'd be pretty cool. I have a camp leg. A camo. Okay. I was like, Matt, what? He has a camo titanium leg. Is what he meant to put. You guys are awesome, bro. You guys are awesome. Seriously. Matt, where? Together. Bye, you guys. later, J Man. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, we're probably going to be cutting off here at 3:30 of the time. We 3 hours and 26 minutes right now.
Doing good.
Did good this morning on this little live stream. Hopefully it's the same later tonight. It'd be pretty cool. Later, J Man. Later, J Man. Who else in here? We see we got 3 in the chat. Don't be shy. Come around. Speak up. Double tap and comment in the bottom. Mom says hey. Mom. No. Justin's back in here. I kind of figured there was somebody sitting back there. Oh, peeping Tommy Justin. How you doing, brother? How's your morning going? How's your morning jumpies go out there on the trail, you know? Because I know you with your music, you be getting out there, getting down. So get down, get a toke. What you toking on, though? I keep forgetting that you said your mom's got her med card and stuff now, so y'all's lady over there. Lady. But J-Man, Matty Ice, Justin, Tina, Crisis, who else did we have in here? We had a nice crew in here today. It says we have 3, so it's Matt, Justin, and one other. Somebody else is in here. Who are we gonna be? You gonna let yourself be known before I roll out? Got 1 minute. Come on. But no, hey, every single one of y'all, thank you for joining in today and this morning. Tune in tonight. We'll probably do the same thing, probably around 10 or 11 o'clock tonight. We're going to try to make it earlier than we did last night, not no 1 o'clock in the morning. And we're going to start making these more frequent and open to running of trout opener to build everything. Have an amazing day. Really much love. I love you, Matt. I'll be in contact, man. I'm sure, throughout the day or whatever. I'll message you a few times. She's going to be gone, so I'm going to be bored than anything. We'll go play the game a little bit. You guys have a nice day. I love you guys, each and every single one of y'all. You guys take care, and until next time, baby, fish on everyone.